my shit in the background because I literally have no choice because my basement is in shambles.
They can't see you yet, Vivi, so they have no idea what you're saying.
I'm going to fix my background. Hang on.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, Rory, but we don't see you.
Can't see you.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Pat Draws. Wow, like you're first and frequent.
Can help me.
All right, Rory, you're towering over our screens. You need to move your camera somewhere.
Yes, you're too tall.
Too tall, my friend.
Never says that to me.
I do.
I do.
I'm saying it right now.
You are tall in my heart, my friend.
See, here's the problem now. I haven't been signed into this damn computers or anything, so like everything is just all over the place.
No. We got time. There is no rush. Hello, Patrick. Good to see you, Fraley. Hello, Amanda. And yeah, we're going with a really steadfast crew tonight. Josh, who's doing all kinds of crazy stuff out there in LA. I'm a little bit worried about him actually. He seems like I wasn't going to say anything, but I think I saw you on Sunset saying don't get high on your own supply. But then we got Vivi who had the huge flood in her basement. And
okay, question you guys
yes.
quickly. Can I ask the chat
Hey, Mike.
Okay, I have my question mark. I can't do it. Okay, we got it. I can't do a question mark.
Hey, Rob. Hello, Jay.
Somebody help me fix that.
Yep.
It's an accent aigu. Come on, get it right. Hiya.
No, I changed. How do I fix that? Keyboard?
Maybe the chat can help.
You don't
You
fix
guys have
it.
so. You
Get
guys
used
are
to the
all
hi-ya.
so
okay?
smart,
on
and
Twitch?
nobody can help me with my hiya problem.
Why wouldn't you want to hire up?
No,
Yeah.
because I can't put a question mark.
Well, who needs a question mark?
I'm just like, eh?
You mean like that? Question mark?
Cancel. Where is it?
Yeah, Pat Draws doesn't understand.
Who is? I don't understand what she's asking. Okay, Pat. You see here. I'm gonna put all my e's with the hiya. It's supposed to be a question mark, but now it's an e with a hiya, and I don't understand how to fix that. So anybody, please help me. Okay, your keyboard needs to be switched to US input. Okay, so how do I do that though? That's the real question.
Nope,
I think
you
we
just
just
gotta do
figure
it,
out your
baby.
code throughout the
Come on.
night.
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you, Manda. I fixed it. Go, Manda. Help me.
Manda fixed it. Manda fixed it.
I got it. Thank you, Manda.
The hi-yas were better.
I didn't want an e with the hiya on it though.
Well, that's a personal problem.
Yeah, sounds like it to me.
Guys,
It's like your basement. Oh, sorry.
why are you guys lacking sympathy today?
Sympathies.
I've had
Okay,
so
now
many flooded
what in the
basements
farts is my
growing up.
password?
It just.
You should say your password into the mic, please.
HQRSP. What the farts?
That's a good password.
What the farts?
farts?
Yeah.
What the
You throw in
farts
some numbers in there, you know, like at sign
is
for
my
an A.
password? Why is it not? Do you have to have a special character in your Zoom?
Anyone else hearing you, Nico?
No.
It's me. Hang on. Got it. No, I've got to make the connections for the two missing players.
My question is, here's where I always get hung up, is if I needed a special character,
Why do you need a special character? You got-
my password or not.
For what? Throw in a couple special characters. Make one to exclamation marks. Make.
My
I
mom
know, I
called me a
can't
special
remember my
character.
password because everything is signed out. You
Oh,
have to
that
keep in
sucks.
mind.
That sucks.
That's what I mean. I don't remember my password for nothing. For nothing. I don't remember all my passwords. And then what happens is that then I forgot my password, I have to make new passwords, and then I forget those passwords.
Uh-huh. I do
So
the
it's just-
horrible thing of like 1 or 2 passwords for everything.
Pardon me?
Your
I
partner.
can't have 1 or 2 passwords because it just doesn't work. I don't know.
That sounds like someone's not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
There's definitely one I learned in the military that meets every standard.
What is it? Can you text it to
No,
me?
well, sure.
No,
I can do
text
that.
it to me. I never said say it out loud so everyone knows what my password
No,
is.
say it out loud, please.
And it even meets the requirement of needing to change it every 60 days. And you can keep this.
Okay, see, it does. It needs to have 8 characters, 1 letter, 1 number, include uppercase and lowercase. My God.
This isn't mine, but I'll send you one.
It's called What the Farts.
What the farts? That's what I say all the time. Behold.
We're going to be a little bit late starting tonight, crew. Thank you, everyone, for being patient with us.
What was that?
It's
I'm singing.
we've got all kinds of stuff we're working through. We got 2 players out tonight, but we got a really fun show planned as well. So just give us a bit of patience, if you would, and we'll get to it.
It's okay. I'm still trying to figure out my password, so you know, sit tight, guys.
So if you type what I sent you, it will make more sense than if you try to read.
Oh man. And then it's like verify. We're gonna send you a code. 60-step authentication. Blah 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 blah. Like honestly, can a girl just sign in
No.
without remembering her password? Is that so much better?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm putting Josh and Rory in charge of entertaining the audience as Vivi and I work through all the tech stuff. We're
I'm
getting
so
ready
glad
here.
it's you
It's
guys
going to be a
who
special
do the
stream
IT
tonight. It's going to be so much fun. Just stay with us.
Okay. So Josh, do you have any tattoos?
Dang. No, he doesn't.
How do you know that?
I'm sorry, I'm still getting like
Because I've already talked
echo
to
in the
Josh about
background.
tattoos.
It's so hard to hear.
Josh
How do
does
you
not
give
have
him
any
feedback?
tattoos. However, he does have plenty of ideas for tattoos that he wants to have
Well, how come you don't have any, Josh?
because he's a butthead.
What?
Because you're a butthead.
No, I didn't even hear what the prior question was. Like,
Doesn't
literally
matter,
my
the answer
ADHD
is
going
because you're a
crazy with
butthead.
echoes.
How do you have echoes?
I don't know.
I have no echoes. Hey, does
Oh,
anyone in chat?
I know I have echoes. I'm an idiot. Cool, we're good now.
Did you have your Twitch on?
Shut up. I'm not used to watching Twitch, and so when I do watch it every now and then, I'll actually turn on the volume, and then I'm like, wait, what's going on? This never happens. Okay, good to go. So what was the question?
It was tattoos, but then
No, I
you
don't.
can't see it. I also have all my abilities.
Yeah, I have one in
See,
mind
but
that I
this is
really
more
want to
of a
get
yellow
at
light,
some
so I
point, but
don't
I've got to wait till, for one, I have more money, and for two,
Yeah. the
I'm more
first one.
set in my career.
Why? You just get them under your shirt.
No, because
Also
like
true.
if there's ever shirtless scenes or any sort of stuff like that, like the first one I want to get is going to be on my forearm.
Oh,
And
that's just a. I'm telling you, you got to go with the.
Go
Yeah.
what? Just
The,
do it. You know what it is,
tramp
Josh?
stamp.
Honestly, it's like in the beginning, you think
there was God.
no. In the beginning, it feels like a big deal, but then once you get one, you realize that it's like okay. It's
yeah,
not
but
a
I
big
mean,
deal.
he's
Well,
got a
no, I
point
mean-
with the career.
For acting and modeling.
They
and
have
stuff like
cover up for that
They
kind
do,
of stuff.
but it's the thought of as a director, would you rather take an actor that you can take as is, or would you rather take the actor that you have to pay money to try and cover up their tattoos, and
You
that's
just got to
time.
get big and buff.
rather
and then
take
your
Josh.
tattoos,
I agree with that. With both points, actually.
Same.
It's like it's easier to add the tattoos that they want to be there instead of having to possibly cover
Cover it
up
up and
tattoos
then
and
add
add
more.
more
Yeah.
and
So-
whatnot.
My hair actually doesn't look that red in this.
No,
lighting,
it doesn't. It looks
Now
It
it
is.
does.
It actually.
Now it does. Yeah.
It's redder at the bottom than it is at the top because I have blonde in my hair at the bottom, so that's why it looks more red.
sounds dumb.
So let's play a game, you guys, because we're supposed to entertain.
What's
Okay,
the
So
game?
so-
remember when you guys guessed how many Oreos I ate?
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
think anyone got that right, but
I got the closest.
I thought I did.
No.
guess how many hours of tattoos I have.
How many? Okay, question first of all.
36.
Pre-question. How many tattoos do you have? The one on your arm, or one on your upper arm, right? And that's a big boy. He doesn't remember.
8.
Okay,
8?
42. Answer
Nope.
to the universe.
How many? Okay, so then I don't know if I've seen all of your tattoos before. I know
Okay,
for
Rory,
sure
get
I've seen
naked.
those ones. The ones on your upper arm, I would say like probably 3-4 hours each. For the bigger ones that are on your on your arm. Yeah, so like that's already now we're at 8 hours. Okay, and that's 2 tattoos. And times. Do you have any small ones?
No, come on. This is cheating. It's guess. You're just guessing. Come on.
I'm making an educated guess. That's the difference. You could make a guess and you could make an educated
I'd say
guess.
I have one small one and the rest are medium.
Okay, so one small one. Let's just say 1 to 2 hours.
Medium being the size of my hand.
Yeah.
Let's
1 to
remember
2 hours.
proportions of
One
words.
small one, 1 to 2 hours. So that's one.
Josh, that's not nice.
2 hours.
Yeah, I still call 42 hours.
5.
I stand by my
times-
answer.
Shh. I'm
Someday,
trying to do
Josh.
math.
So 18, 72,
Stop.
40.5,
Pie.
pie, pumpkin.
20. Can I say 26 hours?
Not too bad.
See? That's not bad. She's smart. She's smart. Now guess
All right,
the hours.
viewers, we're about ready to go live. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining in the chat. Oh, my goodness. Look at all these folks already. We've not even done anything good yet, but we will tonight, I promise. We're going to have just a moment. Blue Box will be kicking off here in about 2 minutes.
Rory, how many hours?
Oh, we're sorry. We gotta wait now.
That's it, right? That's all I have, right? Oh, I have one more.
20 hours, Josh. 20.
See, that's not bad.
That's dumb.
I
And
just-
Vivi,
it's like
those
a-
2 big ones
Hmm?
were 7.5 hours straight each.
Or did you do them both at the same time?
No, but each one was 7.5 hours without a break.
Wow.
Woof.
And that's because you have color too. You have a lot of color in that one. Because that was mine too. Like the one that I have that has color in it, it took a lot longer than the other ones because you gotta switch out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now you
Really
can guess
wanna
me.
die.
I have one. Do these count as 2,
Yes.
Yes.
or do they count as 1 each because they're
Uh,
separated? Because I got them at the same time.
I would say,
I'd say it's
they
one.
count as one.
They count as 1.
Because
so-
I got words on my back that are
Uh-huh.
actually in 2 groupings, but it was 1 tattoo. It's just
2 groupings. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5.
I'm gonna guess.
are they all the size of your palm?
This one here is like about about the size of my whole hand.
5.5
And then
hours.
these 2, and then I have that small one on my shoulder, like about the size of my palm on my shoulder.
I'm gonna guess 16
And then this
hours.
one, and then I have this one.
5.5 hours.
Pardon me?
5.5 hours.
I'm guessing 16.
No. It was. I think that one was 2. Let's do 1.5 then. 5, 0, 9 hours. I sat. This one I got done in 2 hours. She did 1
All
hour,
right.
and she did 1 hour.
We are now not just heard, but also seen.
But it also, like, because this one's on my collarbone, I could feel it, like, vibrating in the back of my skull when she was, like, tattooing
Yeah.
my
Oh,
collarbone.
gosh.
It was
Yeah.
a weird, it didn't hurt, but it was just, like, a weird sensation.
Do they have, like, TVs for you to bring, like, your own DVDs and just be like, I just want to watch a movie while this is happening?
I was just
Nope.
talking to her. We were just chatting. I was chatting with her.
That's all you do. Because you got to sit in awkward positions.
Yeah, so you can. I mean, you could probably go on your phone or have a nap or something if you really wanted to.
All right, so we are late tonight. Sorry for all of us. We had all kinds of things going on, including stuff here at Blue Box, but we got that all worked out. And then our own Vivi, if you don't know, her house. Well, let her tell the story. Vivi, what happened?
She had a break-in.
Perfect.
It was a dark
Stormy night.
evening.
After she just took a bite of food.
I'm like a waiter. I know the right time to ask the question.
Honestly, I was just sitting in my living room. All of a sudden, I heard like this crazy like noise, and I don't know if anybody was following my Instagram story because I literally took a picture outside of it just pouring, and I was like, "Look at how nice it is." It's nice when it's not in my basement. Yeah, my entire street flooded, and the water was up to like the wheel wells. And then it came into and backed up, and I had like about 1.5 feet of water in my entire basement. And it was it was very much so like the Titanic. I was just missing the water coming from above. The water was cold. My bins were tipping over because the water level was higher than the things that I had in my bins, so things were falling over. I got electrocuted by my computer trying to unplug it.
You know those things don't mix.
No.
Yeah.
Like you literally got a shock?
Oh, she's here.
You got
She's
shocked?
still alive. Yeah, I got a good little zap.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I needed a rewiring. Maybe it was
Yeah,
good.
that's what it was. It was electrotherapy. More on the therapy side.
Right.
Of things.
It might have been probably a good thing. Just kidding. I don't know. However, you know what? My thoughts about this whole situation was I could be upset and mad about it, but my stuff is still ruined, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm taking the que sera method and just, whatever. It is what it is.
Do you have a GoFundMe?
I do not.
You
I
should.
don't even know how to
You
do one of
should.
those.
Yeah, we would come on. We should all pitch in. We would all love to help you. So keep Vivi in your thoughts, and obviously that's a tough thing to have happen. Her basement was flooded. Her PC was wrecked, but she looks great tonight. You sound great tonight, and thanks for being with us. You'll notice there are 2 blank spots, one filled with a PC image, which is Alora. Alora is out tonight, as is Terry, who has played Telliadir, but of course Telliadir left the party, and he's got a new PC that's coming next week. They'll be back with us next week. Tonight we are running with the stalwart crew here, and so we'll do a quick what happened last time, and he has no idea I was going to call on him, but he's always so good at this. Josh, recall from the annals of your mind, as I go do a little bit of tweaking here on the back end of this PC, what happened last time.
Within the annals of my mind.
No, dude, why do you do that with everything I say? Why?
The back patch of my brain. Within that deep crevice. The
crevasse.
The crevasse. With the little accent. What happened last time, I really only remember the end. But I know that we were traveling further and further north to try and find the glowing bone. And we got to a city by the name, or at least a small town. Anyone remember the name of the town? I'm pulling up my notes right now.
Okay, I actually knew it, but I wrote it down on a piece of paper that got submerged.
No,
so...
that was Count Dunstan.
Okay.
We were at Spinecastle, so that's where we started. We had been transported after Telliadir said F all y'all, and then we were teleported to that
Belport?
Yeah, we were teleported.
Is it to Belport?
Oh, I was like, yeah, we were teleported, gosh. I thought we were we not just teleported straight to Spinecastle? Or no, we're going to Spinecastle.
We were at the
in
cavern with,
Spinecastle right now.
well, yeah, we're there now. We went and spoke with Grelbeck, the orc in the tavern keep. And then eventually we made our way to, fighting some people.
Okay, so I don't normally do this. Let me intercede a bit and help my PCs. So a little bit more of what happened last time. You guys are very, very close, but perhaps some visual aids would assist. Let me pull this up here.
Dunstan said that we were to go to the Black Gauntlet in Spinecastle.
Right.
The contact is Grelbeck.
Yeah.
And to kind of get more information, we give him the passphrase, which I'm not going to say so the users don't try and get there first. But we were teleported to the outskirts, I think, of
We were teleported
Spinecastle.
to a room in a castle. Yeah, we were teleported to the castle.
Mhm.
Well, he
Well, the
teleported
castle
us
that
again,
was
didn't he?
that was Count Dunstan.
In Knurl, Knurl.
K-N-U-R-L.
Yep, and I'll pull all that up in a moment. You're doing great, Josh. Keep it up.
Yeah, I finally pulled up my notes. And whatever it's called, Curl. And then where we ended was we were heading into Spinecastle because where we were teleported into, I think, in Spinecastle was either a back alley or something, and we were all in cloaks, and then we came out and around, and Rizzia is kind of our master and handler, and then almost immediately we got, as John would say, accosted by orcs.
Would someone else not say it the same way? Isn't that a normal word?
No, almost. I've never heard almost anyone
Really?
accosted. No.
Okay.
The only time I get accosted was I spend too much money and it's accosted too much.
Not the same thing. Not the same thing at all.
And we finish with a female orc to female orc head-on-head action, facing up against one another, and a Rizzia taking down the female half-orc, and then the Etten giant just freaking dropping some smackdown on Rizzia with a crit. And then the confirmed crit, and then the percentage dice is where we ended and what that percent will be.
Exactly. Well said. All right. And let's go ahead and do PC introductions. And we're going to get right into we don't do sponsors until the halftime show tonight because we've got a lot to get through. And we're starting late with all the technical stuff, not just here on Blue Box side, but of course, all of our players and new folks that are out tonight. And so thank you so much for being with us. And let's start with you, Rory. Tell us about Anaho. Thank you so much, all of Mad Chatters. Wow, look at all that. Thank you so much, Chaosic. Thank you for all the subs. So we have Biggie Paw gave a +1 to Rasmus, and then a +1 to Anaho, and then 2 +1s to Rizzia. And then, Chaosic gave 2 more +1s to Rizzia.
Rizzia might not even need it. She might not. I
might be dead.
Come on.
She could definitely need it. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, so now I'm gonna tell you in a moment. We're introducing a new mechanism. It's new to us, but old. I played in Tim's game this weekend, and I love the half action ability to renew with any of the stuff that you get from the Mad Chatters. So we're gonna figure out a way. I'll do it 5. So currently you have a +1 for every 200 bits given by our Mad Chatters. And you can convert 5 of those to an advantage. Or you can convert 5 of those to a half action, which means you could move extra or take 1 extra attack in that round. I found that to be so fun this weekend with the ever mysterious Tim, and I want to pull that into my game as well. So we'll see. We'll play test it a bit, but I think it's going to work well. And so if you have 5 of the +1s from the Mad Chatters, you can use each of those individually as +1s, or you can convert to an advantage or to an extra action. We may change that to 10, but let's just try it. Thank you so much.
You got 2 more Rizzia.
2 more Rizzia.
DM, is there a reason why I don't have the chat on my Twitch?
There should be a little collapsible box on the right-hand side. You should see an up arrow in the top-hand right-hand corner of your screen.
I took a picture and it's nothing. It just says alive, and then I have that little purple crown.
Did you send that to me in Discord, or where's that pic?
Oh, it's in
I
our
put it in
Discord. You
Discord.
jerk. Gosh. Send it into the main Discord.
Yeah, the
Vivi.
expand's not.
Sorry. I'm
I
also
do
getting
all
over
I
a
can
cold,
to
so if you hear
include
me
John.
coughing,
You gotta,
John, I'll send
put
it to
into
you in
US
your
import.
Discord then.
Have you tried refreshing the page?
Oh my God, have you tried being
This and that and that and this.
Have you tried to put it
Got
into
it.
the US? Have you tried to put it to the US?
All right, so Vivi, right there on the far, you're cutting off your screen on the far right-hand side. Is there not a little arrow there on the right-hand side?
I'm not seeing anything. I can take it again.
So,
I'm
Vivi,
thinking
have you tried turning your computer off and back on?
No, please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
We're just full. Is it Blue Box without technical difficulty?
Oh, don't say that. Don't put that curse upon me.
No, it's true. Also, John, you just got 2 advantages.
Oh, let's go. Thank you so much. And Jeff, thank you.
Count.
My good friend Jeff. Hey, I'm telling you, every Twitch stream that tries to do anything but theater of mind will have their technical difficulties. Even Jay hits the wrong button sometimes.
See, I don't see it.
All right.
You did try refreshing?
Do you have a phone you can pull up?
Yeah.
Pull up on your phone instead? Many of us use 2 devices for this.
Well, John, give me a break. My basement flooded.
I am giving you. I'm not mad at you.
I'm mad at you. I am livid.
I'm totally kidding. I have no idea why it's doing
All
that.
right.
I'm just going to close that. It's okay. I'll figure it out.
Josh, tell us about Rasmus.
Oh, Rasmus is such a cutie pie. Rasmus is a human, I almost said legislator. Rasmus is a human inquisitor. There we go. He is of the 4th level finally, and hopefully at some point, I think it's level 7 or 8 that he finally gets his second attack. So those advantages, if I get to that point, will be used for attacks. He can't hit a lot of stuff because I roll like poop, but he's a good guy, and he's got a guardian companion that's supposedly been with him his entire life. That's a shadowy figure known as Rasputin. Rasputin.
And Rasputin has actually had quite an effect on this campaign, although you seem to have some preference of the voice I use for him.
Yes, I do.
All right, Vivi, you ready? Tell us about your amazing barbarian.
Hi, my name is Vivi. I play Rizzia. She is a level 5? I don't remember. Honestly, don't remember. 5. Level 5 barbarian. I'm sorry, my tablet is missing. I have no idea where it is.
In your basement.
She is currently, she was currently on the only one with a glyph on her hand to finish this quest, and her side quest of finding melons. However, she did find melons thanks to Yaj, so that quest is completed and finished. So luckily, she can finally say, even if she does die tonight, she did get her last dying wish, which is melons, before she dies. So yeah, she's just currently awaiting a crit, and has not by her own accord become the quote-unquote leader of this group, because she's the only one with a glyph. So yeah, that's it. That's me.
All right. And with that, we begin episode 24 of Book 2, episode 80 of Greyhawk Awakening. It's incredible to believe we've come this far. And I'm going to pull up the screen here just quickly to show our fans and to remind our players of how far you've come. So here you should be seeing, hey, thank you so much. Geo Powers 4, thank you for that cheer. That puts us in the hype train range. We appreciate that. Thanks, everyone. So the party began here in Relastra. This is the map of the incredible Annabee Meyer. After a really difficult time in Relastra, including two player deaths, PC deaths, they ventured forth. You've now traveled hundreds of miles to the north. Just south of Delaric, and we skipped over much that happened there, you met Yaj Tox. And Yaj Tox brought you here to the Bone March, just south of the Raker Mountains, and to the area of Nurl. In Nurl, you met Count Dunstan, who we referenced earlier. Count Dunstan is the one that had the mission, which was referenced by Yaj Tox. He giving you this missive that you should not only go to Spinecastle, not just seek out Girlbeck, not just give the passphrase, but there was an envelope. This envelope should contain the address of the spy. This spy was one still in Spinecastle that was serving Count Dunstan. Now, do any of you remember what's significant that has happened recently in Spinecastle? Why is this so important? Why do you come into a small city where there are orcs and two-headed giants, correctly named Etten, but I've not said that word, but that's fine. Humanoids, like, what's happened here? Rory, you've got to answer. You were last.
She's covering her mouth, not her nose.
No, her.
No, but it doesn't matter.
The index finger was touching the nose. I saw it.
I believe it's because they're taking the place over. Like
they took the place over.
And orcs and all that are taking
they invaded. So you have seen already in your few moments, there are humans, halflings, elves, gnomes, dwarves in chains, dragged around this city. Even in your future, you see them being pulled into alleyways. Hobgoblins, half giants, orcs abound. All manner of humanoid creatures here now have taken over this city, as has happened ever since the fall of the Great Kingdom. Rox is now in shambles, covered by the dome. The Great Kingdom in fragments. You now in Spinecastle. The summer wind blows hot, and the battle rages hotter. And we begin Greyhawk Awakening, Book 2, 24.
Here we go. Percentage roll. Real Rizzia.
This is where I die.
And with the passing of the first arc,
It could be. And that's, I mean, honestly, I don't hope for that, but it's fully possible if that's what happens and you all decide to leave. So here on the map, for all of you and our viewers, you can see, I'll put up the light here. So here is this two-headed monstrous creature that is pounded around the corner. You see gnolls here in the background carrying heavy loads. You see strange looking twisted orcs everywhere around you. Humanoids abound, but now you are surrounded. This one is dead, felled by Rizzia in her power last time, body lying on the ground in a pool of blood. And yet 1, 2, 3, 4 of these orcs remain standing around, and this giant with 2 heads. Let's get real close and see how pretty he is.
Hey, 2 heads are better than 1.
Look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous guy. He stands looming over the top. Anaho hiding beneath this trellis, his crossbow at the ready, pointing out. And we have Alora here, who will be run tonight by Vivi. So not only with all of her tech problems, we're asking her to run 2 characters tonight. Vivi is a trooper, thank you. And Rasmus, and of course, the most important, Harriet, who bounces around at Alora's feet. The percentile dice shall be rolled online here.
No, I don't like those dice.
Wait.
That's what I almost said last time. I don't like it.
So here we go. Let's see what they provide.
The crappy thing is it's delayed too, so you can't even see it.
You can see them roll, though. The roll's not delayed. You see that, right?
I see them rolling.
Oh, here we go. And the percentile roll on the crit tables is
87?
61. Ooh, that hurts.
61.
This is the second crit on Rizzia in the campaign. The first one left her ankle broken.
No.
Oh, this is another to the leg. Level 8 crit.
Oh my gosh. Rizzia, you have 5 HP left, right?
No, please tell me that's not true, please. Please say.
What did you say? Sorry?
I haven't given you a number yet. I said you took it to the leg. We'll see what it is. It's a level 8.
To the leg now?
Yes, but it could be a different leg. I'll roll that in a second.
A different leg,
All right.
the same leg.
Yeah, so it was your left ankle that was broken before.
Yes.
1 to 3 is the same.
Left.
4 to 6 is the other. Whoops.
Left.
Josh, you're such a what are you doing, man? You're always doing this.
Than have a second one.
I would rather be the same one too.
Really, would you? Okay, hold on.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
because
then you
long-
don't have 2 gimp legs.
Exactly.
What if I just have 2 peg legs? Like, screw the legs, just do peg legs.
Screw
You
those
could do that.
pirates.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, so here we go. The D6, 1 to 3 is the same leg. 4 to 6 is the other leg.
1
Okay.
to 3.
1 to 3.
It's the same leg.
Buddy, help me out.
It's a 3!
Is it a 3 for real?
Yeah.
Yay!
Rizzia, he slings this morning star down. It slams into you, right into the knee, almost driving clean through the leg. It severs the large ligaments connecting the bones of the upper and lower leg. You fall to the ground, can no longer support yourself on that leg. You can still hold up your blade. You still have the other leg that can work. Hold on here. Stunning. No stunning. That's good. Bam! It slams into your leg. You take from that 18 points of damage. Boosh, you feel it hit that knee. The knee buckles. The knee was overly braced with the ankle. You fall to one knee. Let out a cry. Ah!
I can't scream. My throat is not here.
No worries. You can.
John, you can scream for me.
I just did. And now we go to the party. That was their initiative first, and let's start with Rasmus. There are 2 hulky orcs standing right in front of you.
Okay, the hunky orcs in front of me. He's gonna go for the one closest to Alora, the one on his right. Swinging with his long sword, having his shield out still. and just full. He's gonna look over Laura. It would be best to duck as he swings it around. As he will roll. Come on, please.
You swing at the orc. Roll to hit. What?
That's 20.
Oh, let's go! Okay. All right. Roll again to confirm.
Confirm, please. Confirm. No.
Oh, come
Well,
on,
what's your
Josh.
total?
It fell out of my hand.
No, doesn't matter.
That is going to be a 12.
A 12 on the die. Hold on. No, that's not a crit.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Ah. Josh, dang it. Oh, good damage though. That's 11 points of damage.
All right. Your blade slams in. He staggers back, blood streaming from his chest. And you see red muscle fibers split open right in the middle of the pectoral muscle. This is on the left to right. It is on the left. So that off arm dangles down limply. He still has the club in the right hand. Let's go to you, Elora.
Laura would prepare
Yeah, here we go.
her lesser restoration. Where is she? Can you pull up the map, please?
Sure. Uh-huh.
I think Laura would hand over what gold she has. Henrietta goes to Rasmus.
Here's Elora.
She casts Fireball.
It's just a flesh wound.
Oh my gosh. And the donkey will polymorph into a dragon.
No.
Oh, and
You're muted?
Is still up.
You're muted, Vivi? Vivi.
Heat metal. She still has heat metal. So that should still be going on for the third round,
Yes.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
After her third round is done. Where is she related to? Oh, I'm laying down, hey? Okay, so he should take 2d4 on this round. Okay. Can she get to me
Yes, she can.
without an attack? Because it looks like...
No. You're right there. You're next, so you're right there in proximity.
Sorry, that was me, my old...
And the heat metal was on this one, right? So roll that damage, please.
2d4, right?
Yeah, because she already put heat metal on him.
Hang on 1 second. I have no dice in front of me. Hang on. Hold that thought.
Well. Oh, 1,002 more for each of the.
None for John.
Oh God. Okay.
Every time I think that's my friend, he does something that
Each for the EC.
disproves that notion.
Dang.
What did she say? 2d4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's.
Ooh, so 6 points of damage for that one,
Hold on.
for the heat metal.
Let me go back to. Yeah, he was already. You smell the sizzling, the scent, the noxious flesh burning. The orc lets out a scream and falls to the ground, burning, screaming, suffering beneath your power.
Alora would have seen Rizzia take a hit on that same leg as well, the one that she had just healed.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to move around to get behind Rizzia,
Okay.
and she will. Oh, he's dead. And she'll cast Lesser sorry. 1 minute. She just Lesser Restoration.
Okay. You cast a spell, and as you do, you see the healing strikes her, and as it does, she staggers up. Rizzia wobbles on that leg, and now we go to Anaho.
No.
There are 2 orcs in the front, and then the big giant, and then 1 orc in the back.
Correct. Can you see that on your screen, Roy?
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're seeing it right.
I don't. My horse.
But the
Don't
donkey.
call it a donkey.
The donkey.
It's a double agent.
And
Could be.
Rizzia is right in front of me, down on the ground.
Yes, and Rory, your head is completely cut off.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
There you go.
I got excited.
Can you move your camera up just a bit? Might help, or if you can, or.
I just got excited to lean forward.
There you go.
No.
Thanks.
So I'll go ahead because I'm concealed currently, right? So
Yeah, no one's paid attention. Yeah, you're hidden right behind this trellis here, and they don't see you at all.
So I will, with my extremely small size and very stealthiness, can I get a clean shot at the orc right next to the building next to me, or is that not such a clean shot?
Right here by Rizzia?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Look, you're right here. Easy.
Perfect.
That's a point blank shot.
Yep. So I am gonna. Lost my dice.
So add +2.
Going to take that
add
shot.
+2 to the strike for point blank.
+1. +1. I'd like it to be +2. Just +1. Yeah. Roll to hit. That is 16 to hit.
That hits.
Perfect. So, and I want it. One of my feats says it's the study target, and if I have a sneak attack, I can use it as a swift action and just immediately study target.
Yep.
Which gives me a couple bonuses. One being to get +2 on the attack, and then some other stuff that doesn't fully apply right now.
Okay.
Or +2 on the damage.
Right.
So I'm using the studied target because I have sneak, I hit, I have accomplished sneak attack, and I have point blank, which is a +1, slowing strike because it's a sneak attack. So all in all, it's 3d6 for damage, +3. 16 damage, and if he's still up, he has half movement for 2 rounds.
16 on this guy. He staggers. Your crossbow bolt, thunk, right in the midsection, just below the diaphragm. You see it penetrate, blood wells out. Not a spurt, but this deep red blood that just sort of begins to bubble out of his guts. He doubles over in pain, and now...
I'll just go back behind that corner.
we go to initiative. And I forget.
Did Rizzia already attack?
I think she was first, right? Yeah, she killed. I think that's where we ended.
I hit him first, and then he hit me back.
Yeah.
And then we went to break.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So initiative, and the DM has on the die. And let's see, who rolled? So it was you, Rizzia. You.
I think I started it.
Yeah. Yes. And so you won last time because you won because they went. So you're going again, and the DM has on the die.
I got a 2.
A 2. Roll again.
Oh,
No way. Okay.
Yes.
5.
All right, and you have a 5. The DM has on the die a
6.
A 4. You have initiative. Let's start with you, Rizzia. You feel the healing power of Allura. It restores some of the ligament power in your leg, but you still feel badly damaged. You can stagger to your feet. A slavering orc stands before you. I will take you into my harem. You will be one of my wenches. Your attack.
Over my dead body.
It's Yash Dogs.
No, what? What?
Okay, so she's gonna
It's
roll to hit.
Yash.
Stop!
He's nowhere.
It was
near
not
me.
Yash.
Here. Okay.
Oh, Rasmus dies. Rasmus just dies. He explodes in a spray of blood. He's dead. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Vivi.
Guys, no, it's 17 total to hit. Oh, yeah, I
Yeah, that hits. That hits.
It does hit? Oh,
Uh-huh.
nice.
It does. The 60. So you guys should have tried. It's 16 to hit.
Okay, perfect.
On these guys.
16 damage
Woof.
with her great axe.
Tell me what it looks
She kinda
like.
takes her great axe. She'll use it to almost like prop herself up. It's the same leg, so she knows she's been supporting her leg on this great axe for a long time, pushing through a lot of this pain that's kind of radiating through her leg. As she says to him, "Over my dead body," and she swings her axe around and goes after his ankle.
Wait, what happened to your old style? I think with this guy, you missed an opportunity. You remember how Rizzia...
Lilith, though, she was a nutcracker.
Boom! You snap the ankle, you crush the leg, you see blood spurting out of a vein, and he collapses into a heap and falls to the ground. Now we go to Rasmus.
Erasmus will see that the one in front of him is now burning, looks over at Laura, nods, and then will move forward and put his shield up as if to shield check. But he's going to spin around in hopes to actually hit this creature. Come on, baby.
Roll to hit.
Oh, actually, I think that's a 16.
You hit 16 exactly?
Yeah, it's a 9 plus 7.
That's a hit.
16. Okay. Ooh, nice. All right. And that is less damage than last time, but that is still going to be 7 damage. 7 slashing.
All right. You slash, you catch his thigh. Spray of blood coming from the quadricep, but he does not fall. He lets out a roar, and now we go to Anaho.
Okay.
Anaho, you see the orcs falling. One stands here to the background behind the two-headed monster. One stands here being attacked by Erasmus, and then the giant monster before you as well, who lumbers forward. Thump, thump, getting closer now to Rizzia. He raises a massive club.
I'd like to take still with my coverage and my sneak attack, take a shot precisely at one of his heads, if I can.
Ooh.
Well, okay, if you're doing a called shot, you take -4 on the roll.
That's okay.
Oh.
That's okay.
Okay.
Because, and I sent this all to you in chat, but I have, because of study target, because I'm hidden and I can use sneak attack, I can do study target as a swift action, so that's +2 to hit and +2 damage. And because of point blank, I get a +1 to hit.
He's not point blank. The giant's not point blank.
He's not within 30 feet?
I would not call, I don't know what the rules say, but I would not call 30 feet point blank. To me, point blank has got to be within 10 to 15 feet. So hang on, but hold on, let's measure. Let's measure though. He might be there. Let's see. But I'm going to say 15 feet would be the max for point blank. I don't call 30 feet point blank. And let's go up to his head. Oh, yeah, his head is right there at 14.8 feet. That is point blank. I will take it.
Perfect. So that's a +3 total to hits.
All right.
+3 to damage.
Roll to hit.
So I will take the -4.
Come on, Anabro.
I also have a total from our last encounter. This encounter, I have a total of I have 4 advantages things. So I'll take.
Wait, no. They're not. So each one is a +1.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
All right.
I was stumbling. So I'll take +4 though.
Okay.
So I'm going to use them all.
All of them. All right.
Yep. Use them all.
1.
Hey, Chris.
1.
Man, when I overdo something, I overdo it. So that's 18 +7 +5, so 25, 30.
It's a strong hit, but unfortunately not a crit. But yes, that's a hit. Roll damage.
So damage will be all of this +3.
+3 on the shot. That's right.
So that's 10.
That's right, Pat.
14,
But
17 damage, and then slowing strike, I guess, is a fortitude save, and if he fails, it's 2 rounds of being slowed. So it was 17 damage.
17 damage. And tell me about the slowed.
So what that is
While you're doing that, Pat, exactly. No, you're right on that, Pat. It's a +1 for attack and damage, range. I get all that. 30 feet to me is not point blank. Like 15 feet, that's my GM rule, and you're right, it is in the book. So 15 feet is a point blank. Inside that is a, I'm looking at here in my room. Yeah, that's point blank. 30 feet away, that's me aiming.
an opponent damaged by the Slayer's sneak attack has its speed half for 1d4 round. Successful Fortitude saving throw negates this effect. That's a DC plus half the Slayer's level. So either 12 or 13. The Slayer's intelligence, plus the Slayer's intelligence modifier.
Okay, makes sense.
And my intelligence modifier is +1. So because I'm level 5, is half of it 2 or 3?
I round up, so 3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 14 is the DC.
Okay. To avoid the slow, right?
To avoid half movement, yeah.
All right, so hang on. I'll roll here on the screen for everyone. And he's got on this. That's a wisdom based, or
Fortitude.
yeah, which is con based. All right, so he's going to get a +4 on this. Uh-oh, a 19 on the die. So, nope.
Okay.
But the damage still applies. Got that?
And does that do anything because I took the shot at the head?
Yeah, I mean, it sticks. You catch him. What it does is it strikes right in the forehead. It hits thick skull, scrapes across the temple, opens up a huge wound. Blood is welling out. The damage is significant, but it doesn't blind. It doesn't stun or slow. But it's bad. Now, Elora.
Yeah, Laura.
Laura will lean down. Where is Henriette at the moment?
She's right behind her. She's kind of standing behind Elora.
She'll look down to Henrietta and motion her into just behind kind of where Anaho is. You stay over there and you stay safe. And she'll reach around, move around. Oh, look, she's jumping. She'll reach around, and she will cast Produce Flame at the big boy over there, please. So,
Okay.
Don't hit Rasmus.
yes, you. And that is, correct me if I'm wrong, I have to roll the hit, correct? For that one?
Correct.
Okay.
At least in the rules that I read.
I need a Laura dice, because I rolled a
Yeah.
2.
Aww.
A 2?
I am playing alone, however, I do not possess
You don't have the
the same essence when it comes to dice.
the flame. And what was that directed to? That was the big guy?
Big boy.
Yeah.
She's concerned with Henrietta and kind of shooing her out of the way to make sure she doesn't get hurt. Heat builds up in her hand. As she tries to throw the flame, it almost fizzles a little bit as it leaves her hand. She's still concentrating on Henrietta, making sure that she gets into safety.
Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, their attack. Only 3 of the enemies remain. We have the 2 orcs that are up. One is already damaged. The other with the crossbow is aiming. And 1 to 3 is now actually, I want to say it's straight at Rizzia. Anaho is still nicely concealed behind this. If you can, let me go back to the scrolling around here. Anaho is still nicely concealed behind this rock wall here. So there is no straight shot. If you can see here on the screen, this is probably the best angle I could ever give you. You look here. This is the guy that's firing. He cannot really see Anaho. Anaho is hidden behind this wall. So his direct shot is either Rizzia. Elora is behind a Rizzia. He could shoot the donkey, but clearly he's going to go for Rizzia. And so here we go with the roll. Can you see it?
Is it a nat 20 again?
Pull it back. No, you can't. It doesn't autofocus on this. It is not a nat 20. It is a nat 1.
Yeah, Hard bolt.
Thank goodness. Oh my god.
But not a fumble.
Like, please don't kill me.
What's your armor class again? Remind me. Before I say it's not a fumble.
It's 13 right now.
Yeah, not a fumble. All right, so you see a massive bolt, black wood, huge fletching. You hear it as it spins past your head, and actually, this is firing. There is a slim chance it could hit Elora. So let me roll again. It's going to be a 20% chance.
Also, Rizzia, you got 2 more +1s.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm like trying to run 2 characters right now. So
You're good.
I'm not really
It's to the opposite side. Anaho, you see this huge black bolt whiz right past you. Thunk. Hits the wall here behind you, clatters off the stone, and falls to the ground. And then this one, standing in front of Rasmus, raises a cudgel. A pretty boy, die.
Aw, he called me pretty.
What's your armor class? I got a 14 on the die.
It's an 18 right now.
14 plus 3.
Yeah, that's probably gonna hit.
4, so yeah, that's a hit. All right, you take.
Whoa, what happened to my HP? Oh, that's failing. I was like, wow, how do I have -17 on my HP right now?
Boom! It slams into you, right into your shoulder. You feel one of the spikes of this morning star punches into your delt. Deep, you feel it scrape bone. You take 12 points of damage as it crushes in, and you can feel the fetid breath on your neck. You can smell the scent in your nostrils. It's putrid. But then, the creature, the monster that stands above you, it raises the cudgel. It has 3 targets: Elora, Rizzia, and Rasmus in its range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as decided by the die. Rizzia is getting all of it tonight. What is the deal? The massive club falls.
This thick piece of wood and slamming.
Josh, you just can't help yourself, can you? It's like... Here we go.
Do it all for Vivi.
We're going to roll the D20. And... Ah!
Nat 1? Yeah, Nat 1!
My second straight nat 1 on the die. That is crazy. All right, so let's roll the confirmation.
They're all in love with Rizzia. They can't bring themselves to hit her.
No fumble, though. No fumble. He brings the club down. Slams down, and let's just do a quick check to make sure it doesn't hit Elora by contact. It does not. It hammers the ground next to you. Thunderous. As it slams, the ground reverberates. You feel the vibration through your feet. And that ends the round. It is initiative again. And you won last time, so roll again.
That's me. That's me.
Come on,
I rolled
Vivi.
a 6 again.
All right, let's see. I got a 6. I got a 6. Come on, let's go.
Sure.
A 1. All right, you have initiative. Rizzia,
Okay, let's
you
roll
see this
first,
creature's
and then I'll roll
club.
what I wanna do.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna roll to hit the big boy here. Okay. If
All right.
this works out, then wonderful. Again with my great axe. Okay, how about 14 plus 9?
That's a hit.
Okay, so I roll for 10 damage. Sorry.
Rizzia is straight up. Look at me. I am the captain.
I am the captain now. Okay, so 9 plus 15 for damage.
Oh, wow. 24 points?
I'm raging, and I also have power attack. Just FYI.
Wait, so 17? Oh, wow. So there's blood streaming out of him. He staggers back.
As he swung down his club, Rizzia will use that as an attack and try to hit him just in the forearm there. As he kind of came down and he just missed. Rizzia takes her great axe, just getting out of the way. The dust still kicking up out of the ground. She takes her great axe and she slices down the length of his forearm with her great axe.
You open it up wide. Blood streams out. He grapples at the club, but still stands. Let's go now to Rasmus.
Rasmus will take like a side step to his right, so he's really in between the orc he's in front of and Allura, and he's a little bit closer to Big Boy.
Okay.
And he's going to focus on this one orc that he's just trying to take down.
All right, you've done 7 already. Roll to hit.
That is going to be natural 16. So
That's a hit.
Should hit.
Yep. You need 9 points to knock that guy off.
It's not. That is going to be 7 points.
All right, you swing your blade. You open up his gullet right across the midsection. Blood wells out. You actually see parts of the abdominal wall are now starting to bulge out, and you can see bits of his intestine, but his eyes go wide. And let's make a morale check.
Yeah, he's going to look directly at the orc and just smile and go, "Am I still pretty?" As half of his face will grow to be that of the dark, shadowy.
Rasputin comes across one side of your face. The orc, you see, he drops the Morning Star. He clutches his guts, trying to hold the intestines in. His eyes go wide as your face turns dark. He turns to run. You have an attack of opportunity if you want to take it.
I won't take it.
He staggers away, clutching his intestines. And that actually creates an opportunity attack also for the Etten, who sees this, and he will. As the orc turns to flee, the club flicks out. Blood still streaming down from Rizzia's blow. Crushes the orc, slams him into the ground, crushes his skull. He falls over in a curdling pool of blood. And now we go to Anaho.
Rasmus, if he can take any more movement, he will just get a little bit closer to Rizzia.
I already have you kind of in front of her, if you can see that on the... So, is that... Or do you want to move beside her or in front of her?
Shield wall almost.
Yeah, all right, I got you there. All right, good.
Cool.
Anaho, now, to fire on this Etten, if you can see the screen, you're going through your party. So the only clear shot you have is the remaining orc.
And is it as crowded as it looks here on the
Yes,
screen?
it is.
In order to get to the Etten, it would be quite crowded.
It is very crowded. Like you could skirt around to him, do a melee attack, but to shoot, well, actually, let me rephrase. Hang on here. Let me make this make more sense to you. So let me pull this back up. There is a third option. You can do any of these things. So where you're at currently, I know there's a 2-second delay here, but you can fire directly at that half orc, or pardon me, that orc that's in front of you here, this guy. Or you can try to fire through a crowd at the Etten where you're at, or you can move forward. If you move forward here, take a 10-foot movement, you can fire directly at the Etten, but that would provoke an attack of opportunity. You'll be right in his range. So he can swing down at you with that offhand. Your choice. Those three, the three obvious one, you can do whatever you want, but those three are things that are clear attacks. Actually, hold on. Let's think about this. There's another one you could do. So you could... I give you 15 feet of movement. Yeah, you could run across the back here. So you could, that's another option. If you want to run across the back of the party, that's only about 13, 14 feet. You could run across the back of the party and get a shot off here at the Etten. So you have many choices. What do you do? You're muted.
What have I noticed about the inside of this building? Is there other exits that are clear? So let's go in here. As you look inside, you see some basic supplies. There's some fruits. There's it's basically an area for marketry, and there is actually here a little gap you could run through past that giant pumpkin, come out here on the opposite side. Can I get right there? So I'm not I don't want to be out to where that orc will see me, but in there and then fire from there at the orc.
Yeah, I think so. So let's do a quick check here. I think this is fun. So let's pull this down. We'll pull the roof off of this so we can see the distance, and let's measure here. So you're going to go from here.
Right next to those boxes.
Oh, that's a good. Cut that corner. You're quick. Yeah, 15 feet, and you can be peering up, but over the boxes. I'm going to say, yeah, there you go, bear. Look at that. I didn't even know. Yes, you can. But you don't know that yet. So I shouldn't have told you. You don't know that. You know you can run that way. You know he's there. What do you do?
Well, I would have got there and then found out one way or the other if I can.
All right, so you already committed to that. All right.
Yep,
so you run that direction. You come underneath this lattice work over the top. You get over these boxes that sit here. Let's pull the roof back on this place. And as you come to it, you peer over the boxes, and breath heavy in your chest. You see the orc standing there just a few feet away. This is definitely point blank.
Perfect. So
Nice.
I am taking that shot. Actually, man, I want to take the shot, but
Do what you wish.
I think I'm going to use something else. I think. One last question: do I have room to throw something, or am I too crowded?
No. With your right hand, your left hand will be obscured by the boxes. Your right hand can come right over the top. Now, you would have to drop that crossbow on the way, which would create noise. To take the time to set it down quietly, I would say that would take too much time for you to... If you're going to run 15 feet, do an action, drop something, pull it out.
I got you. That makes sense. I'll go ahead and just take the shot.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
So that's a 24 to hit.
That's a hit. You were flanking anyway. He has no... And that's actually surprise. So if you have any bonus to surprise, you've surprised him.
It's
Death.
+4.
Let's just call it death.
Yeah, he just dies.
It just dies. I don't think I'll
And
do.
he's
I'll
dead.
look into that sometime. That is going to be. Oh, nice. Can't get much better than that.
No.
Wait, what?
That's 20 points of damage.
What?
Because it was a 6, 6, and 5, and then my plus
Wow.
3, and then
What?
2 rounds of slow if he fails his fortitude.
Man,
save.
Rasmus is useless.
dude. Rory, I need you to tell me what the... And look, I'm sorry. This is one of my coolest views I think I've had in Tailspire. I love this view of you looking over the boxes, the orc,
Super
kind of...
cool.
Like, that's just... tell me what it looks
So
like.
good.
So I'll lay my crossbow down, finally being sturdied, finally being in the shadows where I'm most comfortable. Breathe, release, as only the ting of the string makes a sound as the arrow suddenly isn't and then is as the shaft sticks out of his ear.
Oh, I love that.
Dang.
And nothing in between. There's suddenly fletching coming out of his ear with no cry, utter silence. He just falls over in a heap. Blood quietly pools around his brain pan. Nicely done. All right, who has not gone this round?
Alora,
Alora.
can you please get me back to the other view?
I'm
As
there.
wonderful and magnificent as that
Yes,
is.
we're here.
Um,
Hello, Tracy. Yes, we love her.
So it's just the big boy left?
That's correct. Yes, all the others have fallen.
Okay, and in what condition does he look?
He's wobbling, blood streaming from multiple places. You notice you still see like the townspeople walk by, and I say people generously. They're huge. You've never been in a city like this. There are hobgoblins and orcs and goblins. There are all kinds of humanoids, half giants. Just
Sorry,
walk
no one's
past.
batting an eye?
What's that? No, they pay no attention. Like normal here, just walking past. Unlike the strict rule of Relastra, this seems to be an utterly ruleless area, and this is normal. No one pays attention.
Quick question on the ground. What is the ground look like?
It's a combination of dirt, packed dirt, and you see some weathered cobblestones.
Okay, so 10-foot square area to the depth of 1 to 4 feet. Interesting. Okay, so Alora will cast Soften Earth and Stone right beneath the feet of the Etin. So it affects a 10-foot square into the depth of 1 to 4 feet. So she'd obviously make it as deep as possible. Right underneath his feet. The creature must succeed on a reflex save or be caught for 1d2 rounds and unable to move, attack, or cast spells.
All right, what's the DC?
It would be her spell save DC, right?
Which is, you said 16?
No, hang on 1 second. Where would I find this?
I love the way you get hushed in your tone. You sound so much like Alora. That's awesome. Well done.
Because it's Alora. I have to like embody Alora. She's like...
Thank you, Chaosic. Yes,
so
July is yours, my friend.
But like creepy. I need to like really be in the moment. Okay, spellcasters, do you guys know where the spell save DC?
So it should be DC. It should normally be 10 plus the spell level plus the ability bonus, which in this case would be wisdom. So her wisdom is a
19.
19. All right, and he has a plus 0 to reflex.
Nice.
He's not very agile, so he needs a 19 on the die. Hold on. I have 2.
No, you don't.
From my mad chatters.
In the chat.
If the chatters want to give me any more, I can use them, but I'll take those 2. So he needs a 17 on the die. Come on, die. Oh, I wasted those 2. All right, so he is now his feet in the mire, and you said that creates what effect again?
Sorry, 1 second. I just had it open and then now it's not here. Okay, so affect a 10-foot square area to the depth of 1 to 4 feet, depending on toughness and resilience of the ground. Creature is must make a reflex save or be caught in 1d2 rounds or unable to move. The attack or cast spells. The creature that succeeds on its save can move at half speed. Blah, 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 blah.
All right, so I'm
for 1d2 rounds.
I'm gonna say it makes no sense that he can't attack.
I guess so, because he's big, right?
Yeah, he's so tall, so he sinks down. I'll give him a negative.
Okay,
but even if he can't move,
that's fair.
Yeah, but he can still swing that big club. But nicely done. So he sinks down, which means he can't run. Even if he failed his morale check, he's now stuck. And we go to initiative.
Okay. Oh, me again.
You have won every time. I'll go first this time, Vivi. I have on the die a 5. Let's go.
3.
Vivi.
All right. So now, because he's, let me make a perception check here for him. He's not that perceptive, but he does have 2 heads and 4 eyes. Yeah, he sees Alora hold up her hand and do this. So instead of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that club can reach right over the top of Rasmus, even though he has interceded himself betwixt the giant and Alora. The giant's reach is far higher. And so I'm going to make it 1, 2 to Alora, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2 to Rizzia, 3, 4, 5 to Alora, 6 to Rasmus.
Because roll my damage already.
So only the 6 goes to Rasmus, and let's see. It's Alora. All right. Knowing the source, watching her hands move, he's not the smartest in the world, but he has seen. Whoops. I just dropped Alora off the screen. Let me pull her back up.
Also,
I can show you now our great Hero Forge integration, where I can just pull Alora from the Hero Forge and pop her back in there. Is that not awesome? All right. So he rolls to hit. And
also, John, I'm not sure if it's the main screen, but I cannot see the battle map.
No, you can't. My bad. There you go. All right, now you can see it. You have to trust me on the die. Now I'm going to roll the attack on Alora from this giant two-headed monster, the last remaining, who, even if he wished to have fled, might have, as the townsfolk of Spinecastle move along their merry way. Hello, Geek Puppet. Hello, everyone. Tracy, thank you so much. Audio sounds good, everyone. Video sounds good, or looks good, I hope. And the roll...
What is it?
The D20 comes out.
What is the number?
Oh, it's stuck up there quite high. That's a 16. That's a hit. I know her armor class. He's got bonuses. That's a hit. The club comes down. Rasmus with dread. You stand there vigilant, and it just didn't leap. It just reaches right over the top of you. Boom! Pummels the blow down directly on her head. And let's go back to the dice here. 1, 2, 3, D6 plus 5. 14 points of damage.
Jeez.
Pounds down on Rizzia.
I've already been hurt. It's Alora.
I'm sorry, I meant Alora. Yes, my bad.
14, right? Correct?
Yes, and I said... Yes, that's right. She's okay? All right. Now we go to Rizzia.
Okay, so Rizzia, again, she is going to... Let's see. That combat reflexes we talked about was I could hit somebody else, right? Not... Actually, you know what? Okay, I'm going to do what you said and make it kind of spicy. Speaking of spicy, I will hit once, and then I will use 5 of my +1s to attack again. Is that what you said?
Yes, you can use another half action. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to attack once first.
Okay.
First one.
Thank you, the ever mysterious Tim and Jay. I love that idea. That's a fun thing to be able to add. What's really fun is like when you have movement with it, like to run a long distance and then make an attack or add an attack to that. There's all kinds of fun ways you can. That half action could be more movement. So, for example, you could run, attack, and then move again. So don't just think of it as an extra attack. Think of it as many ways you could add some additional motion to the game in combat. It's fun.
Okay, so I rolled an 11 plus 9, so 20, dirty 20.
That hits.
Okay, so I'll roll to my damage. 3, 18 total.
Damage?
First hit. And
All
then
right.
she will attack again. They won. Okay, so dirty 20 again, and then plus 2, and 17 total to hit.
Rizzia, tell me what it looks like.
Oh yes! Oh my goodness. Okay, so as he's kind of how much would you say, like ankle deep into like?
Yeah, no, well, like his ankle's pretty high, but still, it was deeper than that. So it's like mid chin. He's sinking down. He's trying to pull his feet out. You see him struggling, even as he wailed that club down, strikes Alora. Alora cries out, falls back. You can smell the scent of her blood, the fetid breath of this creature. And as you strike it twice, what does it look like?
Okay, so as he's sinking into the ground, she sees that he did make contact with Alora. She grips her great axe a little bit harder as she comes down and across, cutting open his belly. Blood starts to spew from his belly. Not quite, his guts don't actually come out, but the blood is still there. And then she takes her great axe and she, with the butt end of it, stabs it right into his belly. And then she turns the great axe, twisting it inside his gut, and tries to rip it out. Back and forth, back and forth. She's not actually quite able to remove the great axe, and she finally is able to find a spot where she's able to feel that release and rips it out. As she says, "I said, these are my slaves. Leave them alone."
Wow. Hang on here. All right, so as you do this, he falls to the ground in a gurgle of blood. No one understands the language of this creature, but you understand the sort of emotion that's coming forth, and it's not just the fear of death, but it's the sense of disbelief to have been felled by this small, pitiful creature. He falls to the ground in a cloud of dust, and you notice the townsfolk seem to take no notice. Again, these are not normal townsfolk, except those that are in chains. The slaves, the elves, the dwarves, the halflings, the humans, led about by all these humanoids, and they just sort of nod. You do see a couple of orcs, Rizzia. They give you the eye. And then they carry on, moving past. But none come to approach you. The smell, the copper scent of blood soaking into the soil is all that remains. And the gurgling and the twitching of the dead.
I'll quickly run up to Rizzia and say, "Very nice, master. How can I help you?" And just play out a role of servitude.
Make sure everybody's okay. Loot the bodies.
Loot the bodies, make sure everyone's okay. Okay.
No.
And I'll start looting the bodies.
No. She's just like, okay, whatever. She kind of, at this point, she's already aware of how Anaho is, and she realizes that she shouldn't have maybe said loot the bodies quite yet after making sure everybody's okay. Immediately, she will turn to Alora and ask her if she's okay.
Oh, good. Role play with yourself. I love this.
With myself.
I love this. Yes, I have to do this all the time. So go ahead.
That's
all right. So
very
wait.
true.
So for the Mad Chatters, anyone that's new here tonight, we have a couple of new folks. You see, we have two boxes. One which is blank. This is for one of our players whose PC is out of the party now, but we'll be back with a new PC next week. The other is for one of our players whose PC is in the game, but not here with us this week, so is being played by Vivi. So Vivi is playing both her normal character, Rizzia, and she's playing Alora tonight. So when you hear her voice switching, she's playing these two characters, and thank you so much, Vivi. Resume your bizarre conversation with your schizophrenic self. Yes.
It's another day for me. Rizzia will turn to Alora, and kind of more discreetly, because obviously she knows there are people walking around and stuff like that, and she wants to, keep that, what's that word? Keep the act up, as into like that they're the slaves. She kind of bends down to kind of adjust and fix her leg a little bit, but she's talking under her breath towards Alora. Are you okay? Do you need any help? And Alora will kind of she's actually kind of looking for Henrietta to see if she can see where she's at.
Henrietta comes trotting out as soon as the giant fell. Henrietta is becoming used to this. She's seen this so many times. This is a trained chicken. She knows when the last enemy has fallen and comes right back out. No, not that kind of trained chicken, Josh.
I'm straight up imagining the dodos from Ice Age.
Yeah. As she faces towards Henrietta, she's calling her to come. Come, Henrietta, come in my bag. It's safer in here. I'm fine. I can take care of myself. Are you okay? Rizzia will then. Sorry, I'm just jumping back in between my characters.
No, you're doing great.
I'm good. Thanks for helping me back there. No problem. Rasmus. Alora will look to Rasmus.
Rasmus will be approaching, and he's got like one of the scraps of cloth from one of the orcs on his forearm, and he's wiping his blade off and then sheathing it. And he's walking with the hood still kind of up. He'll nod at Alora and reach towards Rizzia, towards your knee and your leg and your different injuries. Let me see them.
Okay. And Rizzia will kind of like taking her great axe and trying to hobble a little bit. She's obviously not moving too much, but just to help her kind of stand. Thank you. Slave.
Don't say thank you.
I mean, thank
He's
Kill
just
me.
whispering, just command. Do not ask, do not question. Direct. As he will kneel and he'll begin like working his hands around the kneecap as you are healed for, and I already rolled, I'm casting Cure Moderate. For 17 damage.
Oh, nice. Damage? Dang.
Oh, it's a heal.
I'm like, geez, I'm already hurt.
Puts her out of her misery. No, but he heals, and just a little bit of kind of dark aura around the hand as he's just massaging back and forth, and then we'll stand up. Do you need more?
No, I'm good. Back in line.
And he'll reach down to Alora to kind of, not like throw her, but to lift her up.
And she will come with. Rizzia will now specifically check the female orc who approached her at first and would like to loot her, and then she wants to check the Etin as well. Please.
All right. So we have we have Anaho checking the other orcs. Anaho, on them, you find a total of 8 pieces of gold, 25 pieces of silver, 427 copper pieces stacked in huge sacks on each of their pouches. They're used to dealing copper. All of them have standard leather armor, cudgels, and morning stars, as described earlier, and then leather armor, which is questionably valuable. On one of them, though, you do find a little silver necklace that dangles around, has no amulet or anything on it, just a simple silver necklace.
It has a little photo of an orc family, a newly born baby.
Oh.
Don't think I'm above that, Josh. I'm not above that. But that's not what happened here.
It would be something John would do.
Yeah.
It really would. It really would. But
as Rasmus leads Alora, he will just kind of not lead her, but lift her up. In that moment, he will ask her whether she requires assistance or if she can take care of herself for now.
I do have some things, but by the looks of this town, I think I might need to save it. If you have something that can help me, that would be great.
And Rasmus will stand back and will kind of look across her wounds and like lift up the hand, almost like a massage therapist. Will just kind of look along the muscles and find where the most damage is done, and he will cast Cure Light Wounds. That's 7 points of healing.
Okay. Oh, she kind of just nods at you. Thank you.
Rizzia, on the female half-orc, you see she has an ornate-looking set of studded leather armor, and you sense the workmanship is quite fine. So it includes the breast plate, and it comes midway past the arm, right to the elbow. Oh, really, Josh? Is this Beavis and Butthead? I can't say breastplate without you breaking down. It's like, what is, like... He said breastplate. Josh, that's a normal pieces of armor. Come on. All right, so and the it comes all the way down past the elbow, and then has leggings that go to the knee with silver-looking studs all across it. And you also see she has a blade at her hip, a long sword with a curve to it that looks finely made.
Ooh, I'll take those. Sorry, you said silver studded leather armor and long sword with a curve?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as she starts to like she's just like aggressively taking this off. She's not trying to be nice or anything. Like she's just like ripping it off.
Ripping it off. You go to the Etten, you find, as you might expect, the most notable thing that he carries is a noxious scent. The odor that emanates off this creature, particularly as you move around the pouch, near the pouch, the loins have this really ripe and noxious scent, which seem to just come off in waves. You have to kind of hold your head back to cut the pouch off of its belt. Clearly, nothing else. The clubs, it would be useful, but you do pull away a sack, and it's a hefty sack. Josh, I
You're really not helping the situation either. You're saying breast and healthy sack.
it's a sack. It's not a. I did not say. Okay, all right.
You have put things in a sack.
Yes.
Also, it's me and Josh. So
that's right. I know.
You know that.
This is part of Tuesday night every time. So no, you pull it away. It's about.
Can you show us again how big it is?
It's this big. It's about this big around. It's a good 3.5 feet in width.
Okay. Good size.
It's kind of lumpy though.
Oh, he should probably get that checked out.
All right. We're gonna go to break. I gotta go to break. This is all right. We're gonna be right back. One and only break. Blue Box will be on for another short night, long night. Vivi, I forget.
Short night. I'm out.
Oh crud! We have so much more to do tonight. All right, so we're on for another hour or a little bit more than that tonight. Stay with us. Before you go to break, get your snacks, use the restroom, get your water, some coffee. We have one question for you here tonight. If you're watching and you have not followed, thank you so much. We appreciate that. Bloodwild Steve, good to see you again. 25 months. He's also the guy that got me in touch with Mantic Games, also gave me his cool crit tables. Steve is a huge part of our channel. Thank you so much, Bloodwild. If you're watching tonight, you've not followed. If you're a follower who is not subbed, or say it's not so, but if you're a sub who is not resubbed and your sub is expired, we have but one question for you. What are you doing? Please give us a follow. Now, tonight, we have 2 giveaways. We are sitting at right 53. So one for sure tonight we're giving away is this cool blue box hat with the stickers on it, still brand new white hat. Giveaways. I have a confession to make. Some of you are watching tonight. Jerry, I see, perhaps others. You say, John, we don't. Hey, Thomas, Celtic Boar, I didn't see you up there. It's been a while since I've seen you as well, my friend. Welcome, Ren. Oh, thank you, Renreb. The DM needed that. There is yet more combat, I suspect, to come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the DM from Renreb. Thank you, sir. You say, John, we don't believe you when you say you're going to send us stuff. Perhaps you're Kristen, still waiting for that blue hoodie that has been promised for so long. I had everything set to send out before I went to DC a week and a half ago. I have a whole table full, already the notes written out, everything. I accidentally deleted my spreadsheet with all of my contacts and email addresses. So I had to go back in through all of my messages, rebuild the entire spreadsheet. Just part of the life of Blue Box, and it's all done. So we have 2 rounds going out the next 2 weeks. If you're waiting, you will get your giveaways. Everything's going out, and I am making another commitment to get much better about this. I'm getting help from this, and Amanda's helping now. We will get our giveaways out much quicker. But tonight, we're going to do this Blue Box hat for sure. And then if we get over 70, which is not too far from where we are now, one of my favorite modules, this guy, the Lightning Source reprint of Treasures of Greyhawk. This has an incredible module complete with maps and NPCs and traps and all kinds of fun stuff. These will be the giveaways tonight that we will do as we grow the stream. And we'll be back in just a couple of moments as Rizzia feels the Etten sack. And we will be right back. Blue Box. It was, yeah, really, Josh, really, really.
What has happened?
Each giveaway does not come with glitter. No. Our players may entertain the Mad Chatters as we go to break.
I will.
Thank you so much.
Just after I get my snack.
There you go. Get your snacks. Everyone get your snacks, and we will be right back.
That was so good, honestly. It's cream cheese, and then you put like cheddar cheese, like shredded cheddar cheese, and then you put like jalapenos in there, and then bacon, and then you like grill it like a grilled cheese.
That sounds really good.
So delicious.
But I don't have time to make all that.
Red Hulk, thank you for being here. No one has told me I'm right tonight.
Go into the kitchen.
Hey, Justinus, I didn't see you earlier.
Go get them. Hurry up.
I would cry.
Bill the Mad Crit. I'm checking the chat now. I didn't have a chance earlier. Wow, I don't know why. But I did get some gifts, though, so I guess they were telling me I'm right with their bits. Thank you so much. There's going to come a point where we no longer believe you aren't going to do this on purpose. True, Robert, true. Melons were already produced last episode.
Wild. Thank you.
We have already had episodes of melons.
Hi, Justinius. 1.
Hey, if anyone's on the chat tonight and you're not in our Discord, man, you should be. It's a fun place to be, and we got all kinds of content happening there all the time, including new announcements. Our new Sunday stream coming very soon. What did I do wrong? It didn't work. Did I misspell? Did I misspell Discord? Let me try again. There we go. Ah, Amanda. Thank you. Oh, there it is. I didn't even see that. Amanda, you beat me like... Yes, Sunday Fun Day stream. You're going to love it. The players I have coming in are so much better than Josh. They are amazing. This is going to be the first time I've had a game. I will have one guy, which will be Thomas, and 3 amazing ladies on that stream. So it'll be fun. I'll have, of course, Jenny, who plays Cade in my normal Sunday stream, and then I will have Cameron, who you've seen, and then I have a brand new player. I met her this week. I interviewed her. I was very skeptical. I was blown away. She is going to be a fantastic star on the Blue Box channel. A very talented young lady. Also a theater actor, also a singer. Does all the stuff Josh does, but less well. And I'm teasing Josh.
You mean better?
No, Josh does them less well.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I do them as well. She does
Are
them
you
better.
gonna?
The Oxford comma was not apparent in my commentary.
Also, super cool that Cameron's gonna come on.
I know, I like, and I'm gonna tell you, like,
So
I think
excited.
Cameron and this new player are going to hit it off. It's gonna be a fun, like, we have a great chemistry here on Tuesdays. I think we're gonna see the same thing on Sundays. It's gonna be so much fun. So we'll be right back. If you've not followed or sub and follow, please. We would love that, Red Hulk.
Yeah, I would. So you just gotta say things
Josh,
in the right
everything,
sense.
it loses the flavor when everything is that.
Exactly.
No, it doesn't. Actually.
Okay. So, you guys,
Yeah.
if you can ever let me hide and shoot people,
We're talking real life, or
you know, you take it how you
Sniping.
want.
Sniping.
It's going to be beneficial.
Ori, what do you have? What do you eat?
Oreos.
Nothing.
He's
It's
got
not Oreos. That's not the sound of Oreos. It's too
Yeah, it
crinkly
is.
for Oreos. Told
Nope,
you,
that's-
it's not.
It's Oreos.
Wait, is that those things that are like pressed and then when you eat them they like fall apart?
Yeah, Della Rosa,
What is that?
I don't know.
Mexican candy.
Yeah,
That's
it's
messed
like
up.
it's like Polverone.
It's not messed up. It's what it is.
Oh,
No,
messed
hang
up.
on. What is it called again?
Della Rosa.
Della
Yeah.
Yeah, like it sounds.
that's messed
Rosa.
up.
Uh-huh.
I wonder
that.
what the difference between Della Rosa candy. It seems like it's like Polverone.
Maybe.
Polverone.
So I definitely know I made my character right now. Because I made all my feats kind of stack
Gross.
into each other.
Gosh, I hate feet so much.
I know, right? But like, I can use studied target immediately when it's a sneak attack. Then I get slowing strike when it's a sneak attack, and point blank. So now I got to be within 15 feet. But they like all stack into each other. Plus, I picked one last level up called "But Not a Scratch." So next time he crits me, I can like avoid it. Too bad Rizzia doesn't have that though.
Yeah, what a jerk.
I do not actually, and I had to like make my character real quick. Also, the soft voice is also kind of like unintended because I'm just, like 6, so I kind of like don't really like can't project as well. However, I'm still trying to figure out what is the texture of the candy that you're eating. Is it like a pressed, and then when you like it's pressed, but then when you take a bite out of it, is it kind of like crumbly, like it falls apart? Right? Like it's not really like held together.
Have you ever had dehydrated peanut butter?
No.
Makes me.
Is it kind of
that.
like it's pressed, but it's like kind of like grainy?
Yeah.
And it like melts in your mouth?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it's exactly like
So
polar
it's not.
on this.
It's not chalky.
No,
but
no,
it
it's
is
not
grainy.
chalky, but it's grainy. I know what you mean because it says, in looking at it, it says sugar, peanuts, and alter fry. Okay, so let me check over on
Tastes like kind of like.
ingredients. That's so interesting. So there's this candy in the Philippines. We have a lot of Filipino people here. That's why I'm familiar. But it's very similar to that. But what is it made out of? I don't know. It's made with a toasted flour, powdered milk, sugar, and butter. So it's. I think it's essentially almost similar,
Similar, but it's
texture-wise, but
yeah.
not the same
flavor.
ingredients. Yeah, flavor. That's interesting. Where do you get that? Can you get that anywhere?
Josh can.
Josh
Can pick it up at any local 7-Eleven.
Oh, dang. Rob, which candy are you talking about? A Polish candy that's similar to that. Can you give us the name of that candy? That sounds similar? We just bought on the shelves at the store gluten-free Oreos. I saw the gluten-free Oreos.
Oh, that's
Wow,
wrong.
interesting, hey?
Such a blasphemy.
We'll have to figure that out, Rob. Together. What is that one?
Rob, you'll have to
Ooh.
send me these gluten-free Oreos so I can try them to see if they're authentic enough. Because I despise every Oreo except the original Oreos. And even now, they're too thin. They're not what they used to be.
Wait, you
Seriously.
despise
Yeah, like
Oreos?
mint Oreos, thin Oreos.
None? Like
Oreos,
none.
like
What about
Oreos.
double stuff? What is your thoughts on double stuff?
No, because they like double stuff now is what Oreos
It's
used
too
to
much
be.
stuffing.
But the flavoring is wrong now.
Yeah, it's just not.
It's like when you
stuffed
try to
enough.
make 3 cups, well, let's say 10 cups of rice, right?
12.
12 cups of rice.
Okay.
But when you make 1 cup of rice, it turns out, perfect. But 12 cups, bulk cooking, it doesn't work. Stuffed
No,
Oreos.
I've never had that issue.
Yeah, I know. I won't say
Never
why,
had that
but
problem.
I know.
All right, let's bring this back, and thank you for your patience, all of our Mad Chatters, and thank you for all the support tonight. And we still have some gaming to go here. And all right,
We're back.
Blue Box is back. All right, so Rizzia, you hold this massive pouch in your hands. What do you do?
Always changing the wording.
Yep, there we go.
I open it.
First thing you see as you open it, you see several heads. Humans, elves, dwarves, halflings, all stuffed inside this sack. Roll d20, please.
Oh, yes, sir. 12? What am I adding?
I know what you're adding.
Okay.
You do hear some tinkling, like the sounds of metal against metal at the bottom of the sack beneath all these heads.
Oh. Then Rizzia would just. How old are these like heads? Would I be able to like judge how like decayed they are? Like.
Yeah. So you look a little closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you look, you see some at the ones at the top are quite fresh. In fact, some look like yesterday's heads. This is not a new thing for this creature. Interestingly, they're not severed. They are rent. They are ripped. You see bits of spinal cord. There are vertebrae still dangling from the bottoms of the necks. The skin is rent and like ripped apart, not severed. But as you go deeper in the sack, pulling out these gory contents, you see they're getting older and older. Now you smell the scent of decay. You get to the second and third level. There are in total 15 heads of all humanoid races inside this sack, and the ones at the bottom are almost fully like skull, like they're just bits of flesh dangle off.
Anything else in this bag other than rotting heads?
So
she kind of like is just like, oh gosh.
So you're just pulling each thing out.
Yeah, like just pulling it out and just like putting it, like throwing it to the side.
All right, so Elora, Naho, and Rasmus, you all see that she pulls like head after head. Only humans, elves, half-elves, we have halflings, and dwarves being pulled out, head by head by head.
As Rizzia kind of does this, she looks over her shoulder to Rasmus. Are any of these people the ones that you're looking for? I knew you said you were looking for somebody.
That was more Anaho. Anaho! Come check out these heads.
Why do I want to look at any heads?
Master says, just come
Never
do
mind,
it.
I'm coming, Erasmus.
I will regain. As he's going to go and pick up wherever Anaho left off with searching these bodies and piling the bodies.
You can... I done searched them.
Yeah, he's
He'll
done.
Be like, okay, and he'll just start dragging the bodies to put them all in the same spot with the giant Etten.
Yes, master, you cold.
All right, so Rizzia, as this happens, you turn the rest of the sack over. There are an incredible haul of silver. 4 pieces of silver fall from the sack. But also, among them, a tiny little stone of blue.
Would you like me to pick that up for you, master, so you don't get dirty?
She's kind of standing there, like arm, like elbows deep in like rotting, gross blood, and like thing. She's like, sure. And she'll kind of just take a step back to see, like, if you want to take a look at it.
What am I looking at?
A small blue stone.
Yeah, it's an oval. Looks like sapphire, but not sapphire. Larger. Let's call it the size of 2 thumbnails on a normal human. Maybe 1.5 inches around. Perfectly circular.
I do not. Also, Rizzia, you're gonna see a very. I don't know how much you'd recognize it, but Anaho is definitely very familiar with being a slave. And all those gestures are played into this. Here they are, master. I do not recognize what that is. And I'll give it a soft rub and flip. But here they are.
And she'll she'll hold her hand out, and remembering what Erasmus said, because she was about to say like thank you, and then she's like, oh, and she just like, and takes them, and she'll put those in her pocket for now. I'm just going based on what the pictures look like on Tailspire, but can she go to the female orc and cut off her braid?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
She'll do that, and she'll take her great axe and she'll just slice the braid.
Yeah, it's about 2 feet long.
Okay.
Tightly woven, thick, coarse black hair. And yes, you never need to qualify that with what you see. Like this is role play. That's fine. So you slice that braid off.
And then she takes and she ties off the other end, the loose end, and she just throws it over her shoulder. And then just taking her foot and pressing up against her cheek and just kind of pushing her face over as she cuts that off. And then for the Etten, if he has any hair, she would like to remove some as well.
Etten has hair, but his I'm not trying to be funny here. His pate, his head is completely balding. There are small hairs, but sparse. Like it's a very. Let's put some on his feet. There's hair in other places, but there's some hair on his feet.
She's more specifically looking for like a trophy items, more so just to kind of like signify that she's the one who defeated the Etten, if that makes sense. If things that she's looking for.
Well, the thing that signifies an Etten is, and I've not said the word Etten. It's actually not an Etten. It's something close to
sorry.
that. But that's it would be the
It's an end.
2 heads. But you know, I mean,
those would be
its
heavy.
toes are huge. Its fingers are massive. I mean, you can pick whatever you want.
Oh, good idea, Keith. She'll take an ear.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Roger. Keith says, pull the ear off. So you sever. Ear's like a dinner plate. You pull that off.
And she'll look for something to tie, basically like wear it around her neck, essentially. She wants to wear that thing loud and proud. Like
You're like, I'm sorry, my first anachronism. You're like Flavor Flav with the ear on your
the
neck.
giant ear. That's exactly what it is. She just wants like
I love that. I love that. All right, so you have this Etten's ear pulled around your neck and dangling from your chest.
Yep.
Do you already have something to use or no?
No.
Okay, so I'll step up next to you, not too far away anyways, and Master, I actually have some twine in my backpack that
Then
I
you
can
can-
provide you.
Then you can take care of this for me then. And she
Yes,
kind of
it-
tosses it back.
Yes, and if you would, the dagger that you hold in your possession, I can swiftly assemble this and leave, and I'll shoot you a glance with my eyes and leave your mark upon these fools.
All right.
You
Sounds
give
good
the,
to me.
The dagger back.
Yep.
So I will take the ear and puncture it. I do have twine. I believe it was either from Liam or Phelan. One of them had Phelan had
Phelan.
had
Phelan,
twine on
yep.
him.
Doesn't matter.
So I have that twine. So I'll go ahead and puncture the ear. Put that on there, and fasten or whatever. Adjust the back end, and if you wait, I'll give it to you. Otherwise, I'll give it to you later. But then I'll go over to each individual orc and the 2-headed creature, and with the dagger, that particular dagger, we'll go about puncturing and thrusting it through each eye. And then I'll return both items to you.
Wow, gruesome.
Well done.
And when I return them to you, I'll go, it is better when spiders can't see.
Is that an anachronism for?
I think Ettercap and Etten were so we got a fun point here, and this is no shade on Rory because I'm gonna impugn myself. Chaosic said, "What's a dagger?" And this is a fun pronunciation difference that Rory's had. So it's actually a dagger, but Rory says dagger. But let me tell you 2 stories about myself. One, there's a danger you have when you read books as a kid, and you never actually hear the words used. You just read them in the books, and then you get to be like 30, 40, 50 years old, and you think you know how those words are said. One was I read the word acolyte as alcoit. I don't know why. I always got those letter mix up. I was wrong. Another was, this one hit me just last weekend. So the word secret also can be used as a verb. So I've always read this, if you secret something away, you hide it, right? She secreted her diary into the alcove. He secreted. It actually secretes. and I thought that was the dumbest pronunciation in the world, and I was wrong. That's actually how it's correctly done. So it's secretes. So never fear. All of us can learn the pronunciation of words as we get older. Even when you're a word snob like me, you can be wrong about words. So yes, it's he says dagger, but if he wants to keep saying dagger, you keep saying dagger, my friend. Don't change
got
it.
An accent.
I know it's an accent. Yes, it's an accent. Sorry.
Also, to be fair, at least you guys try to read the words. I usually just go like, because I'm just like, I gotta figure it out. I was like,
Okay, let's get serious about this D&D. I got D&D to play here. Let's go.
Okay,
All right,
let's
go.
go.
So yes, so I hand the dagger back to you, and make the comment. And did you ask, or was that like out of game about?
No, she did. She straight up asked.
And what did you ask?
I asked if that was. She's like almost like a little bit confused, and she says, "Spider, as in like spider, or."
Perhaps another time. Here you go, master. I have returned your items for you.
And she still like is almost like she's trying to play her role, but it's still very hesitant, very odd for her to do this. But she said, okay, she takes it, and we'll move into the town and see. Just walk around, I guess, and see what's going on in the town.
Did you want to tie his back up, master?
Yes, I don't know where to find him though.
Huh?
What did you say?
If you want to tie his back up, I will go.
No,
to the
I thought
horse.
you said, did you want to talk to somebody? I was like, what?
No.
Tie the ear?
You'll just start seeing me put rope around my hands
Okay.
and get the dog and get the horse. Like, tie us up. We are slaves.
And again, just like out of utter confusion, because she's so confused about like being the leader and stuff like that, she goes, "Oh yes," and like stumbles around and she ties you loosely back up.
All right, so soon you have the items. You have the foes. And again, it's so odd. In most towns, you'd have seen guards rushing, people surrounding. It is utterly ignored. People move past. You see some goblins that are walking by, kind of watching to see when you're done looting. Like the typical predators, those that are just sort of looking to loot and come behind. They watch, but they don't approach. You have the lovely city of Spinecastle before you. Where do you go?
I guess we'll head. Is there like a tavern of some sort to find some information?
So the Black Gauntlet was the name of the tavern was given to you.
Okay, yeah, then we'll go there then.
Yeah?
If we can find it, like we'll walk around obviously and see.
Okay, so you start walking through the town. As you do so, everyone roll D20, please.
I don't want to.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Oh, I'll roll for Alora. Hang on. Let me
Yeah.
roll for Alora. Hang on.
As you go deeper into the town, you're walking past. You're past now your kill, and again you
Alora
see
rolled an 18. Sorry.
19.
No, 18.
18. Okay. You see there are the makeup of the demographics of the city don't change. They're all humanoids. You see hobgoblins and orcs seem to be the main makeup of this town, and they kind of push past you. But when they see Rizzia, they kind of nod, assuming she is clearly leading this. Erasmus, while human, looks odd to them, and they seem to feel like this is appropriate. They kind of walk past you occasionally, sniff, bump, but don't really attack. Naho, what's your roll?
9.
Okay. Rasmus?
16.
Okay. Anaho. You're walking with the party. An orc walks over, bumps a couple of other orcs out of the way. Sorry, my dog's coming down. But, and looks at you. I like you. Attractive, you are. Pulls at your ear and looks over at Rizzia. How much for this one?
No amount of gold you have. I'll buy him.
You want something besides gold, then?
What you got?
What would you like?
What you got?
What would you like?
I guess you don't want him. Let's go.
I want him. What would you like? Name your price. Any price.
She stops for a minute and turns and kind of like sizes him up, just looks him up and down. What is he wearing? Like, does he look like he has stuff?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's
like that?
yeah, he's a full orc, but he's not that large, but has a kind of a ferocious visage, has a long sword kind of strapped across his chest, a pair of daggers at his hip, and he's wearing a metal breastplate. I said breast, Josh, just chill. Metal breastplate, and he looks at you and says, I give well for what I like. These halflings are sweet. What's your price for the halfling?
I don't want gold.
Then what
He's
do you
a good
want?
service to me.
What do you want then, if not gold?
What kind of items do you have? Make it worth my while, and I'll see.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Intimidation.
Persuasion.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do persuasion here. You're not
Persuasion.
you're persuading, not intimidating, I think.
All right. Well, I'm pretty scary, and I have.
Well, you are, but did you threaten him or
No. Well, you know. What did you say you wanted me to?
persuasion?
Persuasion?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. How about 15? More scarier than I am persuasion.
He looks at you. I have a special dagger. I'll give you my special dagger for the little halfling. Have you tasted them? Have you tasted their flesh? It's sweet, sweet, sweet. I'll even share it with you.
Why would I give you my slave and then only to eat him? If I wanted to eat him, I would have eaten him a long time ago.
We can eat him together, and I'll give you my special dagger.
Does it look like I use a dagger?
Who can't use a dagger when your axe is gone? When all your spells have failed you? When all you have a dagger at your hip? Who cannot use that? Josh, I'm gonna start muting your video, Josh. I cannot say anything you
I'm
don't.
not
That's
even
why
laughing
I
in it.
cover it with the...
I'm not
got-
laughing in an inappropriate way. It's just like
It is a good deal, Geek Puppet. It is a good deal. Yeah. So he's offering. He'll split the halfling with you and give you the dagger. You get to eat half the halfling. That's what he's offering.
You ain't got a spoon. You don't need boiling water. You don't need rations. You know what you need?
If you want to eat
A
something,
knife.
if you're going to eat something, you can have the donkey.
Now roll intimidate. You've offended him. He has no interest in donkey, at least not for consumption. And so roll.
Intimidate?
Yes.
I rolled a nat 20, and then I have a plus 10 in intimidate. So take that. Eat that. 30. Actually, kind of like, she'll kind of just like adjust her armor, fixing the end ear that's hanging around her neck now. Like blood still dripping, like fresh blood still dripping on it onto the ground, hitting the floor. I think you're wasting my time here. He is more used to me alive than he is dead. If I would have eaten him, if I would have wanted to eat him, I would have eaten him already. We're done here.
You are done here. You see him stagger back.
Said it
And
once and I'll say it again. These are my slaves.
his knees tremble. You smell the acrid scent of urine, and he sprints out and leaves you. In moments, you find yourself standing before the Black Gauntlet Tap Room. It is a disreputable establishment. Huge doors of wood stand before you. There's a sign depicting a pair of black spiked gauntlets that hang over the door. The doors are sized like a barn, huge. In fact, they would allow creatures of 12 feet to come through them, which you could presume probably do. And the doors stand ajar, allowing raucous laughter to come forward from... You hear cursing, the sounds of brawling inside filter out into the street. And there's a single troll of quite impressive size that stands outside the doors. Looks at you dubiously and cracks his massive knuckles. What do you want?
So you enter the tavern.
You have coin for your slaves too.
How much coin?
Coin to buy the drinks, to buy the food.
Yeah, of course I do.
You make no trouble except in the pit, yes?
For sure.
All right then.
The pit. You mentioned the pit. Is that for slaves as well?
The pit is for anyone that wants to fight.
What about you? You ever fight in the pit?
He laughs. Unlike you. He reaches out a long green finger, and he reaches toward your chin. Call it like a 7-inch finger with a black nail. He reaches out toward your chin. Do you pull away? Do you bat his hand?
She's gonna stand like just and stare him dead in the eye.
You stare him dead in the eye. Mm-hmm. He brings that blackened nail gently, not scratching, just along your chin. Many times. It's warm here now. I've earned my stripes.
Nice.
He nods, and he opens up the doors for you to allow you to walk in.
And she's about to enter, and then she kind of like takes a second just to stay back, and she turns to look at him. I didn't catch your name.
Gauls. You interested in speaking later tonight, then?
Maybe, but probably not what you're thinking about. Nice to meet you.
And then you walk in, and you see he kind of pushes the doors open with this huge iron cudgel, and inside it is nothing like you've ever seen before. It's a massive inn. The ceilings stand 15 feet high around you. As you step inside, the scent is putrid. It is thick with alcohol, urine, spotted with blood stains, infested with vermin. You see rats and bugs crawling all around the floor, but none of the patrons seem to be bothered by this. You see the entire tavern is filled with goblins, half-orcs, orcs, strange creatures that you have not seen before. And as you walk inside, there are chains that dangle from the roof, and they are so what you'll see in a moment when I show you the tail spire is not quite accurate. They're not literal flames. It's very dim in here. These creatures need little light. The lights are continual flame cast to just give enough ambient lighting around you. And I'll pull up the tail spire view so you can see as you walk through the doors and you look around. This is like no scene you have ever seen before. in the middle of this tavern, there is in fact a stone pit. There's a massive looking creature with horns that lunges toward a cat-like creature with a strange looking face, and they battle. You see orcs and goblins all standing around betting. You see coins being exchanged hand over hand as you look inside, and you see many look up at you, but no one moves towards you. Party, what do you do?
We will head to find the barkeep.
All right, so as the battle rages inside the pit, you see the large creature with the axe swings down, and the smaller cat-like creature dodges around. Are you going to the left or the right? So you can see here on the map, if you're looking at your Tailspire, you can see here there are more betters on the right, a little bit sparser on the left, but you also have a stage here to the right. You see a hobgoblin atop the stage that appears to be pulling out a huge loot and getting ready to play something.
Interesting. We'll go left, but can she also roll a perception just to kind of see? She's more just kind of sizing up the people that are in here. Just trying to look at the inner workings of this pit, so to speak, how it works, how people kind of sign up for things like that, things that people are talking about in the bar.
Yeah, so as you watch for a moment, go ahead and roll perception, and while you're doing that, let me go to Rasmus and Anaho. What are you doing?
My first question is, where's my horse?
Your pony is waiting outside, but you did note was being eyeballed by many, so what do? Do you stay outside with it?
No, I follow my master.
Okay. He's outside. Who knows where he'll be when you're done?
And I'll just be watching and kind of, sizing up the area, watching it. I know it's all dimly lit, but anyone in particular that's watching our group, if anyone, I know it's kind of just a normal scene, but just being cautious.
All right. Rasmus?
Rory, was there any equipment left on the donkey horse pony, or is it just the donkey horse pony?
No, there's nothing on it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, remember we unburdened him.
Yeah,
you did, Rasmus, right?
Sure. Yeah. Rasmus, probably being as usual the last one in the lineup, will look at the bouncer as we come in and, is there a place to stable the pony?
Just leave him with me. He'll be stabled, and I'll leave you coin in the morning.
And he'll just nod and move forward, following his mistress.
As we enter the bar, kind of just coming around to the left there, Rizzia will kind of stop for a minute just to kind of reconvene with everybody else.
All right. As you do this, Anaho comes in. Elora follows behind. You see Rasmus has just had a conversation with the troll guarding the door. And now the four of you alone inside this very strange place. You hear the roars, the raucous shouts, and the next blow is felled. Oh, the cat-like creature misses badly, leaps around behind, tries to strike, and the huge creature with the axe tries to fell a blow. Ooh. Hammers it down as the cat-like creature moves to the side. This huge monster with the axe and horns upon its head severs the foot off of this, the left foot off this creature. It rolls quite nimbly, though, still bounces up, blood streaming out of its leg, a fierce look of pain on its face, but it stands upon one leg, as the four of you convene.
And Rizzia will kind of look over to her and be like, I know what that's like. She kind of turns towards Rasmus. That thing you have, the one that you don't want to talk about, is he any use to us in here? Information? Can he help us? I know you said talk about it later, but I really don't know what he does.
He's gonna look around and see. It is pretty dim in here.
It is very dim, yes. Most of these denizens need no light or minimal light. So my tailspire view here is somewhat deceptive. There are not this many lamps and lanterns and candles, but this is the closest thing I had. This room is very, very dim.
And are we all at a table now, sitting?
No, she stopped you. You could. There's a table right next to you.
We're like near a table. Like
Yeah.
we're kind of reconvening. Yeah.
He'll walk forward towards the table and pull out a chair for you, Rizzia. And if there's any grease or anything on it, he'll pick up his cloak and like kind of wipe it off.
Oh, chivalry is not dead.
Rizzia will sit, kind of just holding her leg a little bit because it is pain still.
The four of you sit around the table. You are unbothered, with the exception of the fact, again, like you saw outside in the streets, there are several orcs, including one that sits here. He was watching the spectacle as the two combatants flash back and forth upon the stone in the pit here in the Black Gauntlet. This orc, he kind of turns, and he watches Rizzia almost mesmerized. And you see his eyes don't leave her.
Can I see him, or is my back to him?
Roll perception. Your back is to him, but you might have done. You don't even like. I'll just say you noticed every orc in this place. Okay. You're not used to this. As you've been in human cities, Relastra, you've been traveling the lands of the humans. You've been sort of ignored. Here, you are clearly viewed as a beauty beyond compare, and you are drawing the attention of all of the orc patrons inside this tavern.
The only thing that Rizzia is currently mesmerized with is Rasmus.
All right. So you ignore them steadfastly and look at Rasmus.
And is this something, John, that we all picked?
It's obvious, yes.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
The whole tavern, not the hobgoblins, they're sort of but every orc, when Rizzia walks in, their eyes are all trained on her. Her combination of strength, orcish features, but with the refinement of some human features as well, it's drawing the attention of the entire tavern. You do see various others are starting to kind of move slowly, not aggressively, but just with interest, turning attention.
I'll sit on the opposite side of Erasmus, on Rizzia, so we're kind of on each side.
Right.
And I'll just still sit there in this manner of servitude, but just that way there's someone right next to Rizzia, opposite of Rasmus, or right next to Rizzia.
Oh, okay. I see. Other side. Gotcha. All right. My bad. Whoops. I think I just dropped you on the platform there. Still figuring this out. And there, and one more time.
I'll be there. That's a cool spot.
No, right there is, I think, where you meant to be. All right, so you stand on the other side. You see next to you, there's a huge hobgoblin. He's got a massive piece. To call it mutton would be, it looks like a piece of cow or buffalo that has been ripped off, a huge haunch of it. He has no interest in any of you. Almost a not almost, a completely feral devouring is happening as he crunches marrow and just pays no attention. The marrow squirts out on the table, but you do note the orcs are paying particular attention as you stand next to Rizzia.
Rasmus will lean on the table with his kind of elbows down. Is there anything in particular you're trying to learn or find? If we're looking for the barkeep, I can find that out rather quickly. If we're looking for something else...
Find the barkeep first, I think. And then maybe just keep an eye out. I don't really trust this place. If you can. And for like a hot second, you can see her just glance at you, just with like, you can see in her eyes that she's like very thankful. But she's trying to keep that persona as well, remembering what you said, mentioned earlier in the battlefield.
He'll just nod and have a small grin as his eyes go completely black, as very similar to like tendrils just in the shadows. He's going to effectively use Sift, the cantrip, with Rasputin to just like find and hear this information throughout the space.
Ooh.
All
right. I love that. Well done. So you're just kind of listening in on everything that's happening.
Yes.
All right. There's a cacophony of admiration for Rizzia. It is clearly, she is the talk of the tavern. But you sense, and roll D20, please, Josh.
I never trust my D20s.
You can do it.
Cocked.
Pick a good one.
Cocked. I need a new dice roller thing. That's a 16 again.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, so you pick up various conversations. Let's just say that the conversations of humanoids are less than intellectually stimulating. There is a clearly debased nature to much of what they discuss. But you do pick up from a table close to the bar a sense of clandestine conversation and something about someone they are waiting or watching for. You do pick up the sound of some by the bar talking to the barkeep. They name him Grillbeck, and Grillbeck, an orc himself, speaks back to them. All of this comes back to you in an instant.
And with the shadows retreating, he just gives a mental thank you. A deep, deep thank you to Rasputin. And then he will look towards Rizzia with his eyes back to the color they were, with his one, like, gray, milky eye, and his one, brown, I think, hazel eye. And we'll look at her. Grillbeck is the one that they counter. Here. And he won't nod in the direction. He'll just kind of be giving the description of Grillbeck. Also, you seem to be the talk of the town, mistress.
Apparently so. I don't know if it's for good reason. What about
Be
that
careful.
thing? Can't
If
put
you-
that off much longer. We're gonna
if
have
you-
that conversation soon. And she keeps cutting you off too. She's like, no.
He's like,
Like, we're gonna have
you
this
go.
conversation. We're not gonna. We're not for a later time. Later time is now.
Of course, mistress.
And she kind of was like, I got an eye on you. Like, that's pretty dang cool what you just did there. Like, because she's still trying to figure out, like, what Rasputin is, like, what you can do with him, how you can manipulate it, things like that. So she's kind of, like, giving you that, like, smirky, like, we're going to talk later. Well, then, shall we go to the bar?
Also, he's going to look around to Laura, Anaho, and Rizzia.
As you're looking around, and that massive creature in the middle of the platform slams his axe down to the back of the cat-like creature, and blood spurts all over the tavern. There's an eruption of joy, and money changes hands. The bettors collect their coin as the lifeblood of this cat-like creature seeps into the stones. You see now, you hadn't noticed before, but as you turn, you can't help but turn to look. There are slivers in between the stones, slots which accept the blood, and it just drains out in moments. The large creature picks up the body of that cat-like humanoid and throws it down to the ground, spraying. The creatures on the side, 2 orcs and a goblin, sprayed with the blood. They all cheer, and all the coin changes hands, and that creature stands in the middle and just holds out its arms once more. Seems like normal fare. Everyone just kind of goes back to what they're doing.
You see that, master?
Yes.
remember, in these places, there is no mercy. There is only that in everyone. Monsters around us all the time. This is home.
Do you feel at home here?
They're the wrong race, but yes. Same cruel environment.
I don't know. I kind of like him. As he will kind of like nod towards the hobgoblin that's absolutely tearing at the way.
And she'll turn to Rasmus. Do you fancy a fight? Not between you and I, but I'm just saying.
He'll smile a bit, looking, and he's going to size up the competitor, and he's going to make a monster lore.
Okay, roll, please.
Creature and its possible defenses.
Please roll. Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on, Josh. Some good.
No, not good. That's an 8 on the die.
You need to toss
Plus,
that dice.
it's going to be plus my wisdom and intelligence, which isn't good on either. Or no, plus my level and my wisdom, which is 4 plus 3. So that's a 15 at least.
15. I'll say you're not aware of this creature. There's something that tickles at the back of your mind, but it is clearly hurt. It took some blows. The cat-like humanoid was quick, and there are scars across the chest, or not scars, cuts across the chest, bleeding. But it catches your eye. It utters a tongue you don't recognize. And now all the patrons turn and they look at you. And there's suddenly a chatter that goes back and forth in the conversation. You're clearly being challenged.
Me or Rizzia?
You.
Me?
You made eye contact. You made eye contact. You studied him. When you made that eye contact, he locked eyes with you, Rasmus.
Okay, well,
Does he sound just overtold?
A slave always has to know his place.
that's
true.
That's eyes down.
Eyes down.
Now you could let Rizzia stand in front of you if you would like to, but who knows how that might be received here.
He'll step forward and look to Rizzia, or he'll stand up and look over to Rizzia. It seems that I am being challenged. Is it your will for me to go?
Do you want to go? She stares at you like dead in the eye.
They're gonna look back at one another, and it is not my place to say. But he'll just smile a little bit.
What was it that you... And like quietly she says like, what was it that you were saying to me again about where to hit you?
Face, anywhere. I'm done.
And she, like, just before she raises her hand, you could see that, like, very sympathetic, like, look in her eye. And she just, like, whaps you pretty good in the face.
Ooh, whap.
Whap. Keep your eyes down. Know your place. That's what we're here for.
As you do this, Rasmus, do you accept this admonishment?
I'm gonna slack jaw if she's doing as we taught, or as instructed.
Yeah, we discussed,
It
yeah.
shouldn't hurt too much, but it'll definitely make a nice sound with the wind that comes out of the mouth.
Yeah.
The creature looks at you. Again, no tongue you can understand, but the motion you can certainly understand. A thick, hairy finger raised. And then it kind of pivots toward Rizzia, recognizing her as the one that has slapped him. Crooks around.
My leg is under.
Now, again, you have no idea what's happening here, the sort of rules of engagement here. There is no DM persuasion here. This is just what's happening. So you decide what you do.
If I die, you get an ogre.
Dang. No, I don't
You
want
get
to.
a half ogre.
But if I die, you may find a new leader.
Hey, yeah, easy. Anahos the next leader. He's kind of going in the procession.
What? Shortest guy last?
She
No, the original members remaining.
As she bends down to like pick up the rope, because I guess I'm assuming Rasmus would be down too. She kind of looks at him like, "Can you handle that with Rasputin or no?"
It should be good. He's like, oh, yeah, it should be good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So she'll lean down and grab the rope and just give it a good tug, pulling everybody with them, like everybody who's all tied to it, and head to the bar. She'll actually turn a cheek.
The creature, as you walk past, looks at you. You ignore it?
Oh, and then she'll turn around. She'll like still holding that rope and heading towards the bar. He, as he growls at her, she'll turn around and she'll be like,
Oh, I made the sick gal do that. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to
"Okay. He's not gonna take me off."
All right, there's some laughter, but that only seems to have further enamored you with your admirants. So as you do this, Alora kind of trails behind, just watching carefully, and the orc men start walking towards you. Many of them, they're holding out bottles of ale, various strong spirits, small coins, rings. You're being like regaled with all kinds of knickknacks. Pay you any attention or brush past, or what do you do?
She's like beelining it right to the like. She's just like, "Nope, you guys aren't worth my time right now. Like, I'm going. I have something to do.
All right.
If they want me, they gotta fight for me."
In moments, you reach the bar, and you see there a grizzled-looking orc serving less than savory patrons. And as he looks up at you, he kind of nods, looks behind, looks like a fighter. He watches the falling of the combatant behind him. Chaosic, thank you so much. Obvious Rizzia has brought tonight VCs today. Let's go! Man, you are on fire tonight, bro. Look at that. Wait, he's number 1 in gifts. Phantom Robert is number 2. Unbelievable in this chat for the month. Renreb number 2. So we got Chaosic, Renreb, and Biggie Paw. Thank you so much, all of you that support our channel. It means the world to us. Mark all that down. We will carry that over for next stream as well. You get to the bar. It is, as the rest of it, blood-stained, urine-stained, covered with vermin. You see various worms that seem to be drilling inside the wood. Gurlbeck looks up at you. And let me show you his picture. This is for all you actual old-school Greyhawk fans. You guys might like this, or gals, all of you might like this. This is from Dragon Magazine 148. And this is the actual Gary Holian designed this. Along with, pull it up here, it was Gary and Steve Greer, Gary Holian and Steve Greer, way back, and they built this module. This is Gurlbeck in the original module in Dragon Magazine 148. Now, I don't mind sharing that with you because this is heavily modified, so you can't read this and get the whole point of this game, but I love using these things as a launching point, and he looks up at you and says, "Hey, what would you like to drink?"
What's the strongest thing you have?
You want the slug's juice then, do you?
Sure.
Are you sure?
Why not?
Wait, what? Oh, let's go, Wayne. What? No. 45. Wayne, those are all DM. Those are all for the DM, right? Renrev, thank you. Wayne, thank you so much. Damn weirdo, you are nothing but awesome. You are not weird. That's incredible. Now, just tell me where those glorious 45 or no, probably 22 and a half plus ones go. They could go to the DM. That would be great. One for the DM. What? No. No, just one.
Amazing. The rest for Rasmus and then thank you so much.
All right. We'll sort all that. Let me know. Spread the rest. Oh my gosh. All right. So I have 20. Plus ones to spread, and then Renreb. Oh, for the new PC for Teleador. All right, so let me write that down. So that's plus 2 for for. All right, we got that down for Terry. He looks up at you. He reaches beneath the bar, and you see he pulls out literally a massive black slug. He squeezes and twists. And a blackish looking fluid squeezes into a mug, and then then something white plops into the mug, and he discards the husk. 1 gold, and make sure your mates can catch you when you pass out. And he slides it over.
She'll motion to Laura to check for poison. And Laura will kind of just come out of the line, and you kind of just see her just come up, and she passes her hand over the glass. I'm assuming glass. It's
like a wooden mug.
Oh, a mug. Okay, yeah. She passes her hand over the mug.
All right. As she does so, Elora, you've never seen this look from her before. She passes her hand over the top, and her eyes go wide, and she looks back at you. Now, you're playing Elora, so you can roleplay this. Elora, this is organic. It is nature. She cannot touch it or harm it. She won't touch it or harm it. It is purely natural. She cannot do anything to affect it.
Yeah, I guess she would be really taken aback by it. I'm assuming she's never seen anything quite like this. As she kind of passes her hand, she looks wide-eyed, and like Rizzia's genuinely confused about what's happening. Is it safe to consume?
Who are you talking to? Elora?
Elora.
Okay, yeah. You can roleplay it.
Oh, me talking to me.
You talking to you, yeah. Welcome to I do it all the time.
It's natural. That's all I know. And she kind of just like leans back into kind of slumps back into her into line. What's your name? Grelvik? Grelvik.
Gerblek. Why do you want to know my name?
Pardon me?
Why do you want to know my name?
I know your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
I'm looking for you. You're the only person in this tavern that I'm looking for.
You see, he kind of steps back when you say that. He, unlike the rest of the orcs, again, I said grizzled. Let's put this better. He's scarred, clearly well battle-hardened. He's not amorous at all towards you. He is very wary of you. And his eyes cut back and forth. I'm going to ask Rasmus, please, to roll D20.
That's a 12. And if it's a perception check, I've got a good perception.
Yeah, I know what your perception. I've got it. All right. He looks back at you again. Are you gonna drink it? You asked for the strongest we have. That's it.
Before I do, I'm looking to buy some shoes from Bellport. Just wondering if you could help me out.
When you say I'm looking to buy some shoes from Bellport, he pulls back again. Thank you, cloned robot. Can you clone a robot? Aren't they already robot? I love that.
You can do it.
He pulls back, and I'm going to ask both Naho and Rasmus to roll d20 again. And yes, I know it's time. Naho and Rasmus to roll again, d20. And Rasmus, you have +5 on this roll. Include your perception. Give me the full roll.
What'd you roll? Roll something good, Josh. Come on.
Am I including my perception too?
Yes. Yeah, you're both, but
Okay.
you don't get the +5. He does.
That's okay, because I got a +12 on my perception, which with a natural 20 puts me at 32.
Well, I only got a 24.
All right, you're both fine.
So,
Both of you note.
Gosh, finally.
Both of you note
someone.
as he says this, and Rizzia mentions the code phrase and the shoes. His eyes furtively glance toward that table to the right, where you see there are a handful of malcontents, including what looks like a half-giant, sitting around the table. His eyes cast over there ever so briefly, and then he looks back at you. Yes. One moment. And that's where we'll end tonight. Oh my God! All right, so hold on. Let's get all the. Oh my God! Thank you. We got another follower. Thank you, Vika. Thank you again, Clone Robot. Thank you again, Chaosic, and Dan Weirdo. You guys are crushing it tonight. We're going to do some special giveaways for all of those that have been. In fact, I'm going to say right now, we're going to do some fun stuff for all those folks that have done so much for us. We're so appreciative. But I love where we're at. It's a perfect spot to have Terry and Evelyn come back in next week. So you're in the tavern here, and in the Black Gauntlet, you have definitely found Girlbeck, and you have queried him with the passphrase. You have seen him cast his glance at that table to the side. You can make of that what you will, and we'll see what you make of it next week when we resume Blue Box. All right, let's go to who should be stream MVP, and we'll start off with you, Vivi, because you got to go.
Yes.
Why should you be stream MVP?
Rizzia should be stream MVP for screaming, even though she's sick.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much.
I think Rizzia playing her role as the quote-unquote leader and the slave ringleader for the group, just something that she's not really used to. Again, just she's kind of fighting with herself internally. She wants to be very thankful for the people who have followed her and helped her on this quest, even though they don't really need to be here. So she's kind of fighting with that, where she's trying to be mean but nice at the same time. I think her RP with Rasmus and asking and finding a little bit more about Rasputin and what he can do now that he's kind of out of the woodworks a little bit more. It's really interesting to find out what he's up to. For intimidation, and more intimidation, and just kind of like kicking ass.
Yeah, you were awesome tonight. That was well done.
Being cool, I guess.
Yeah, you were cool. All right, and so we'll have someone else roll for you.
Roll quickly if you want me to just.
All right, yeah. Why don't you go ahead and roll? And let me tell you, you're rolling for. So we are going to people joining in. So it's !hat in the chat, hat in the chat, and you will be rolling for Manda. All right, so go ahead and roll for her quickly.
Okay.
And then we'll do the other two.
I'll roll 2.
And you're still up for stream MVP. Hello, Tracy, Terry, all of you, Thomas. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I know we've been a bit on and off, but I think our stream is going to be very consistent over the next several weeks. And I'm super excited about where this story is going, and also where our new stream is going. Tomorrow night, Tricks and Traps will be a fun LMA. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 12, which is actually really
12.
good considering I've Josh and Rory.
There's only 2 other rolls. Yeah, so 12 is strong. That's strong. All right.
Don't feel bad.
All right, Amanda, you got the 12. Very good, and you're still up for stream MVP. All right, so, and I'll pull this up here for the poll. Get that ready. All right.
Josh, this is where you blow it out of the water.
Josh, why should Rasmus be stream MVP?
Rasmus should be stream MVP for really leaning into, and like even before he was on screen, he had a close relationship with Rasputin, but being able to show him off a little bit more now that he's not understood but recognized within this group, and being able to try and show mercy to the one orc, and was ready to turn back to the giant, but the giant had no intention of any sort of mercy and killed that orc as he was running away, trying to be a good, useful servant to his mistress. And yeah,
coaching Rizzia. You were coaching Rizzia a lot.
You were, yeah.
Yes.
No, and you stood in front of her, protected Laura as well. There was a real good night tonight for Anaho. All right, Anaho, you will be rolling for
You mean
Pat 66. Let's go, Pat. You are in the giveaway. Remember, everyone, exclamation point hat. If I did not show that earlier, I did, but I'll show it again.
Hi, Vivi.
This guy. Thank you, Vivi. Have a great night. Take care. Next week's long week. It's going to be so much fun. I am so excited about next week, so we'll see you then. But this guy, the white with the blue, brand spanking new.
Brand spanking.
Anaho. Stream MVP. Why?
Yeah, so Anao should definitely, above all, absolutely 100% be Stream MVP, if nothing else for that statement alone. But he was definitely a silent killer tonight, causing mass damage, finding areas to hide, move, and shoot, and definitely did quite a bit with that. Also, although I guess it confused Rizzia, plucked the eyes using his spider dagger that he gave her, plucking the eyes of individuals, saying that it's good if a spider can't see. Gave that back to her and made for her an ear necklace, playing the whole role of a slave and making the comment inside the tavern of, just remember, there's no mercy, ever.
I liked all that, and I think the necklace with the ear was awesome, and then that, running around the side, very clever use of the map and running around the side, that crossbow shot right through the ear with the critical hit, that was super fun. Nicely done, Rory. And you tonight will be rolling for, you have Shav Hunter Sam. Man, he has been on the list quite a bit, which always makes me sad because he's all the way over in England, so I have to ship it across the sea, but I will do it. I actually have a shipment ready for him anyway, which was stuck because I lost those addresses, which has now been recovered, so we can send the hat to him as well. The stream MVP is up, and early lead is with Rizzia, but still plenty of time.
It's a very appropriate symbol for stream MVP.
Huh?
Look at stream MVP. The poll.
Just stop it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Anaho definitely needs more votes.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. So go ahead and roll. And she's already got a 12 for Manda. Let's go to you, Anaho.
Let's play The Price is Right, because I just got 2 13s.
Oh, let's go. Congrats. All right. Let's go to you.
Okay.
Get a 14.
What you got, Josh?
66. That is an 18.
18. Let's
And
go.
another 18.
So I have to send something else overseas. Shav Hunter Sam, congratulations. You have won the giveaway. Still time to... Oh, my goodness. Rizzia is destroying you both. This is the most lopsided... So keep voting. Everyone, if you've not voted, make this by far the most lopsided vote ever. Let me see her get 25 votes. That'd be great. Like, she's 18 now. There's still time. Go up there, just click Rizzia just to make her like the single highest winner ever, and I'll send that to Vivi, who's sick tonight. But she like there it is. Let's go, Vivi. Still a few seconds. Let's go, Vivi. Let's go. Oh, 21. Can we get there? We need 4 more. So close. 22. 3 more. Oh, we got one for Rasmus. They're bucking me. Oh, 23. Oh, she got 23. Huzzah. I think that's still a record. Well done for Rizzia tonight. Thank you so much, Mad Chatters. Tomorrow night, don't miss. We have our Traps and Tricks stream. It'll be me, we'll have Evelyn back, and we'll have Robert, Phantom NJ on. And I've already got so much content prepared for that. It's going to be a great time tomorrow night on LMA. And then we'll be back with a Sunday stream. It's going to be Thomas running Monster of the Week while I am still in the lab getting ready for our new Sunday stream on Blue Box, which will debut in August. And it's going to be in conjunction with Troll Lord Games. I've got an all-star cast, great players. It's going to be so much fun. And we'll be right back here next Tuesday night with the full GHA cast. Blue Box kicking off the summer strong. Thank you to all of you. What a great night. The viewers, the mad chatters. Everyone, let's go back, do a quick reconciling, make sure we didn't miss anything. So we had... oh, the gift subs. I didn't even see the gift subs from Chaosic. Thank you so much, my friend. But Cloned Robot gave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Chaosic, and so Chaosic gave 2,000, which is 10, to be split between the players. So Rory, can you help me with this? You're our resident keeper of all things.
Sure.
And then Renreb, so that's 3,000 between Renreb and Chaosic. Then we'll just put Cloud Robot into that as well. That's another 500. And then Renreb, again, another 5. That's all. So 500 specifically to Teleadir, or to Terry, his new character.
Yep.
And then Wayne, damn weirdo, with 4,500. And he said 1 went to me.
Okay.
What a jerk, Wayne. Come on. You got all that, none to me, just that?
Good job, Wayne.
No, that's awful.
Thank you, Wayne.
All right, so we have 4,300 more to be split among all the players. So we have lots of +1s, advantage, or half actions that can be used next week.
7,800 total for the players.
You took the 200 out for me, yeah?
Yep. 1 for you. There's the 500 for Terry. And then there's the 7,800 for the players.
Incredible, incredible, incredible. Yes. Thank you, Chaosic. Hello. Oh, girls, 1990. I can't read that. What is it? 19. It's so 95. And thank you, everyone, for all the great chattery tonight. Let me post our Discord one more time. We had this earlier. See if Amanda beats me again. You go to our Discord, you can follow all of our channel stuff. We have great chat all week long. We have text-based roleplay. We also have just fun things like our D20 of the day, which sort of determines your fate for the day. We have all the sponsors and the other streamers like Josh, who does Children of Dirt. We have others that are like Terry with his Pathfinder 2 stream on Monday night. Lord Gazumba. You can follow all that and also just chat with us in the stream. So it's a really fun place to be. Our Discord, you can check it out there. Join us. And also, you typically get a birthday wish on your birthday, and everyone says good morning to you every single morning. Josh, why aren't you in the mornings to get the good morning from all of us?
I'm very rarely awake.
That's why. I knew it. All right. Blue Box is going to raid now, and our raid will be to, let's see here. You have anybody for us tonight, Josh?
I mean, we got Careful Cantrip, we got Luke Die Repeat, we got the Red Heron. The Red Heron is a good close friend that jumps on all of the great...
the Red Heron?
The Red Hare, Hareinin.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do someone new. I've never done that before.
They're sweet.
Now,
sauce.
are they playing D&D though?
Yeah, they are. Unless I forgot to check.
Oh, the Red Hareinin. Yes. Oh, they are. All right. Based on Josh's recommendation, we have a brand new raid, and let's stay with us. And they've got 18 folks in. We can be a blessing to them. Let's jump in there, say hi, stay with them. Thank you all the comments in the chat. You guys are all awesome. I am so encouraged tonight, and Blue Box is going to be crushing it here throughout the summer. We got so much planned coming here in the back half of 2022. We have virtual Greyhawk Con around the corner. We got a charity stream. I've got I can't tell you all the stuff I've gone on with Demon Gunned, and it's going to be so much fun. Raiding Red Hareinin in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7. Man, wasn't Vivi awesome tonight? You could tell she was not feeling well.
Great.
She was so good. I mean, I feel so bad.
She ran a Laura.
She ran a Laura. Her basement's flooded. She was sick. I appreciate her so much. All right, raid starting now.
Boop.
Pow, 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 pow.